WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
You know what? I don't care. I am married. I am legally married. That's about the only way you can really say it. But I am not looking at now at all. I just had a bunch of debacles with my personal life. Yes, it's true. I know. It's hard to believe. I got nothing right now. Got nothing. Not really looking. Trying to find myself and be happy. I'm being serious about that. I want to be beholden to no one at this moment. You know, do I get lonely? Of course. But I got cats.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
A Monday warrior, mean strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Though his mind is not for him, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events.
Happy Monday. Good afternoon. Thank you very much to Setting Show and JP, Johnny B, Mike out the show, everybody for getting this week and day started. Maurice and I are here to take you home on this Monday afternoon. If you're a dad who got the screws on Father's Day, well, we'll give you something nice at 5:30. If you'd like to watch radio happen before your very eyes, I can't promise we'll do anything interesting. You can go to theboneonline.com, fire up the Bone app, check out the Bone Facebook page, and I believe even YouTube gives you the opportunity to watch two dudes talking into microphones. Had a great Father's Day. Twin Peaks is pretty cool, not gonna lie. The best food of any restaurant that I've ever been to, a scratch kitchen. They had wings that were smoked and grilled by preference. The talent, meh. Meh. And I just blame that on being on International Drive. I'll have to hit the Twin Peaks in Brandon or another part of Florida to get a good assessment as to the talent because just a little on the ratchet side, that's all.
Ooh.
It's great to see my dad, my mom, my brother-in-law, sister, one of my nephews, and then my son came over last night for some dinner with me and Birdie. I had some interesting retail and customer services experiences that I want to share with you, and I want to get your feedback on them. If you'd like to weigh in on these or anything else that we bring up for discussion, 800-771-1025. As always, you can take us in any direction you'd like. We merely plant the seeds, but should you like to grow a different crop, by all means, we'll take whatever you've got for us. Since I mentioned dinner, I'll start with there are certain situations where you get into as a customer. I did not inherit that gene that my mom has, which is the ability to speak up and really ask for / demand what you really want. We were looking for some fresh seafood. We went to Tarpon Springs on Saturday, and I was looking to get some fresh seafood, and they had a couple of markets there. And so after getting a really cool breakfast at Tarpon Social Club, we went to a couple of different seafood markets there. There are 2 of them in Tarpon Springs. And the first one we went into, I'm looking at the stuff, and I see they've got gag grouper. I had never heard of gag grouper. And I asked the gentleman, what is gag grouper? And he said, just another name for black grouper. It's like, okay, well, I know I like black grouper. So we went from there, went to the other seafood market in Tarpon Springs. It was pouring rain. So we went back to the first one. And then I said, okay, I'll take, such an idiot, I'll take one of the fillets of the gag grouper. And I mean, it was just Sarah and me for dinner. And he pulls out this fillet that's a good 1.5 feet long, right?
That's why it gags.
I gagged when I saw the price. And maybe that's why they call it gag grouper.
That 1.5 feet, that gags all the time, bro.
Man, that is some serious gagging going on. And I should have, at that point in time, when he rang me up and it was over $100 for the filet o fish, I should have said, hey, could you cut that in half? It's just for 2 of us. I didn't, though, because he had already rung it up, and I didn't want to be a pain in the ass. But I also didn't know anybody that I could invite over that I wanted to, like, share a big-ass piece of gag grouper with. So I just took it in the shorts and brought it home. I'd never blackened fish on a big green egg before, but I thought I would try it, and it was amazing. Like cast iron skillet on the big green egg, 5 minutes, 10 minutes per side with some blackening spices, some butter, some olive oil, and then flip it over and do the same thing. It was amazing, but I really wish that I had sensibly, frugally said, that, sir, is more grouper than I need. Would you mind cutting that in half? But
when you say cutting it in half so that they could just charge you for half?
Yeah. Yeah, like leave somebody else the half fillet so they can buy it, and then I'll take that half fillet.
Okay, I got you.
But instead of like 3.5 pounds, I just wanted like a little over a pound for the 2 of us. But we had some leftovers, so I gave it to my son last night, and that's fine. But it was just like, whoa. That over $100. That's
a lot of group. You said you wish you had. What was the reason? Did I miss that?
I didn't want to be a pain in the ass. Like he had already rung me up. I didn't want to be like, excuse me, it's a little too much money. Could you please cut that in half?
So you don't want to seem cheap,
right?
Is what it was,
right?
Okay.
Yes, cheap. And I didn't, if it was a pain in the ass for him to sell a half fillet, I didn't want to be that pain in the ass. So I took it in the shorts, and it was delicious. Just way more grouper than I needed.
Yeah.
Too much grouper. So then we were in Tarpon Springs, so I figured our good buddy Sean Daly from ABC Action News, he did a recent piece on a record store in Tarpon Springs. And I'm like, all right, I love a good record store. I'm going to go check this out. And so we go into the record store. And I don't know what you're supposed to do in this situation if you're the shopkeeper. He had already rung up this guy, and you've worked record stores, right, Mo?
Yeah, absolutely. Many.
You got that customer who just wants to linger and talk, right? Like every record store has them. You ring him up, the transaction's complete, and then he wants to talk to you about, Modest Mouse was playing a Janice, and, Modest Mouse. So
he wants to go through all the obscure Frank Zappa albums.
Right. And Sarah and I are the only other people in the store, and all I wanted was to tell this dude, hey, I wanted to stop in because Sean Daly did a piece on you. He's a buddy of mine, and I like to support the places that have him out. But this dude, this lingerer, wouldn't shut up, and this guy's the only dude in the store, and so I don't know if the shopkeeper there is supposed to go, hey, hang on one second, man. Folks, welcome in. Can I help you find it? Just an acknowledgement that we are in your store. You know what I mean? Like, again, I don't need you to roll out a red carpet or anything like that. I just like an acknowledgement that customers have entered your store. And maybe that's not how record stores work now. I don't know. But we waited, and I just wanted to wait to see if this guy, this Modest Mouse nerd, would shut up, and he would not. And so we just left, left unacknowledged, left whatever. I would have probably bought something, but I'm not going to stand around forever while this freaking nerd talks about Modest Mouse.
That's bad customer service.
I don't know if
It is, because you for him to not first acknowledge you, but then for you to be able to leave and him not go say something. That's bad. He doesn't know what you want to do. He doesn't know how many purchases you may make. That's bad customer service.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way, but I felt bad in thinking that because, like, I don't need a big parade or anything. I just need, when I walk into a place, whether it's a restaurant, a record store, a coffee place, whatever, hey, I'll be right with you.
Sure.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, if you need anything. But then again, establishments should take care of their regular customers because that's their bread and butter.
Watch this, Drew. Give me one moment. Hey, if you need anything, let me know. I'm right here. Thanks for coming in. Okay, go ahead. Finish telling me about Modest Mouse's 2 hits.
Damn, that would have been fine. Float On, and there is no other one.
There you go. This conversation, she's over.
And so then we go by yesterday before we headed to Orlando. I'm a huge fan of this coffee shop in the Oldsmar area, United Coffee Club. Awesome people who own it. Great coffee, cool little breakfast pastries or whatever. And they were slammed yesterday. And some dude comes in and he doesn't even go to the register or anything. He goes, yeah, you know what I want. And they're like, yeah, we know. And so they bring him his coffee with all these people waiting in line. But then in that situation, I'm like, this guy is clearly a regular customer. Like, you want to take care of those people. It's like Norm, RIP. You got his beer waiting on the bar for him. So that I'm not going to pitch a bitch about. Still didn't love the fact that he got served ahead of all these people, but we got acknowledged, we got rung up, etc. Now, the third thing that really happened, this is beyond humiliating, and this is where I need feedback. But first, let's talk to this person. Who are you?
It's your buddy Craig.
Hey, Craig, what's up, man?
Not much. There's a big difference between gag grouper and black grouper.
Oh, not according to the dude who worked in the fish market, but what's the difference?
Well, black grouper come out of more south of Boca Grande. We get a few off our coast. We are known for gag grouper. We have the biggest commercial fleet out of Sarasota and Madeira Beach that supply most of the United States and Lord knows where else with gag grouper, red grouper, American red snapper, mangrove snapper. Black grouper come from around the Keys, Marco, the Bahamas. Much better tasting grouper than gag. Gag is very bland. You have to put a lot of spice on it to make it taste like something.
Okay.
Just to where black grouper has a very fresh, if you want to taste something fresh, where you just put a little olive oil, butter, salt, and pepper, you will notice a huge difference.
Got you. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate that. I was operating on the assumption that gag grouper was black grouper. Now we all know. And
don't piss off the gag grouper community, Drew.
Man, all I know is gag, black grouper. It's all good. All right. So, oh man, this is somewhat humiliating. After a wonderful time with my mom and dad, whole family, Sarah and I, first we were going to go to SeaWorld, but then we realized it was 97 degrees outside, and ain't nobody got time for that. Mm-mm. So while we're in Orlando, we're like, all right, I got my medical card. I'm going to check out this new dispensary, AYR. Stop by off Turkey Lake Road. Very nice young lady helping me out, talking to me about first-time discounts, blah, blah, blah. And as she was extolling the virtues of their product, I unintentionally, I passed gas. I passed gas in a very loud manner. I used to, in a previous version of myself, take great delight in farting wherever and whenever I pleased. I just saw it as making a joyful noise unto the Lord. And to anyone and their sensitivities be damned. I'm going to fart however and wherever I want. I am reformed. I realize now that that is considered by most to be impolite, rude, crude, and socially unacceptable. Are you supposed to acknowledge it? And this is where I need feedback from normal people, if there are any who listen to this program. 800-771-1025. What do you do? Sarah was in the bathroom of all places. So there I am by myself, young lady helping me out. And I unmistakably, like I could not have passed this off as a chair cushion squeaking. I could not in any way, shape, or form try to pass this off as anything other than flatulence. It was loud, and I can't say proud because there was not an ounce of pride. In fact, the opposite of that, shame filled my body. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, are you supposed, like, if I had belched, right, I would have said, excuse me.
Sure.
But I bottom belched, and I just tried to act like it didn't happen.
That's the worst thing.
I know. And afterwards, I'm like, I didn't fool anybody. Like I go, it was just like this. She's like, well, here's this. And I, a second of silence. And then you heard, and then I went, so do you have any of these pre-rolls right here? And I was mortified. Is it worse if you call attention to it? Is it better if you acknowledge it and go, I am so sorry. I floated an air biscuit in your immediate vicinity. I will say her energy did not change at all. She was a total pro. She did not make me feel like the disgusting cretin that I was. But I felt it. I felt a deep, deep, searing shame in what I did. And I didn't know what a normal person would do in that situation. Would a normal person go, I am so sorry. I did not intend to pass gas, but I did. 800-771-1025. I turned Father's Day into Father's Day. Hello, who are you? Yes, that's exactly how it sounded. Thank you. Hello, who are you?
I'm Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. You sound like a young lady.
I am. Thank you for saying that.
You're
I
welcome.
am not, but I appreciate the kind words.
I mean, you're younger than you'll be tomorrow, right?
You got it.
There you go.
Exactly right.
So then, okay, I'm sure, you've worked in a customer service space, whether it's,
No, not at all.
Oh, damn. Well, if you did, and a gentleman, an older gentleman like myself, pass gas in front of you, would you prefer he just act like it didn't happen and kind of ignore it and hope that it goes away? Or would you think it would be appropriate to acknowledge and apologize?
So I just recently had something like this happen to me. Dropping my daughter off at a golf camp, this man ripped like a huge, I'm sorry, I don't know if I can say that, but passed gas.
Oh,
right in
no,
front of me.
you could say he ripped
And
ass in a huge way. I love that.
It was unabashedly just, I have to. And you know what? We just looked at each other and we realized, hey, you're human. I heard it. Let's just look at each other, acknowledge that you're human, and go about your day. I'm glad you feel better. I don't know why it's such a big deal.
I don't either. It shouldn't be a big deal, but damn it, I was mortified. I'm never going to see this girl again. I don't know who this young lady is, but she deserves better.
Yeah. Well,
She's
when
working
you
on a
think
damn
about,
Father's Day.
Right. Well, when you think about manners and stuff like that and what you're supposed to do, I get it. You're trying to be polite, but you still have bodily functions, man, at the end of the day.
I know they happen, but I try to be, despite what you think of my on-air demeanor, I try to be a chivalrous person behind the scenes. I'll hold the door for people.
Don't doubt it.
I say, sir and ma'am and excuse me. I use my manners. But damn, there I am out on the streets like an animal, just ripping ass in front of people. And I was mortified.
Well, if that is the most wild that you go with all the stress in your job is letting out a fart, I think you're in good shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, what I should have told her? I should have just told her about all the charity work I do. Like sight unseen. As soon as I ripped ass, I should have looked at her and said, do you know what I do to get cats adopted? I'm a community
Come
hero.
with a disclaimer. You should come with a disclaimer with your part.
Thanks, Jessica. I
Totally.
appreciate the call. I hope you have a great day.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You too. So embarrassing. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. It's Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you today?
Yes, Drew. Don't feel bad.
Oh, come on, Dr. O. Again, you just got to give it a little bit of a break. So thank you. I told you on Friday, just a little bit of a break. Not real big on like the everyday regular caller thing, but thank you for the call. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew. Mo, how are you gentlemen doing? Happy Father's Day to the both of you, belated.
Thank you.
I was just thinking, for me personally, I would have felt the same way. But the way that my mind kind of works, I would have probably just been like, "Oh, I'm so very sorry. That's actually the reason why I'm in here. Is there any specific strain that helps with gastrointestinal?" I don't know if that would have dug a further deeper hole. Pardon the pun, or what would have happened. But that's just immediately what came to mind when
You're a
this story
smarter
came
man
up.
than I. That would have been a great way to pivot and be like, look, I'm sorry. I have uncontrollable flatulence. Is there a particular indica that could help my guts, my bubble guts calm down a little bit?
Right, or well, I guess an edible probably wouldn't be the right choice, but something along those lines, right? That's just where I would have gone. But love the show, love
Thanks,
you guys,
buddy.
man, and I'll be listening.
Thanks, man. Now I got to go back in there and be like, hey, listen.
Oh, you can never go back.
I won't. I'll go to the ones over on this side of the state, but I'm sure there's sure they put notes in our account, like we did at video stores.
Oh yes.
Dude, the customer notes were always so great. There was nothing better than somebody coming up with a movie and you look up their account and trying to keep a straight face while you read, "This asshole will waste your time and doesn't he stink and blah, blah, blah."
Doesn't rewind.
Right.
Wants a
Ooh.
free movie.
Ooh.
Yes.
You got to be kind and rewind.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, who are you? Yes, that's very amusing. We're talking about farting and you're making fart noises. That's original and clever. Well done, sir.
I laughed.
Hello there, who are you?
Oh, what up, homies? So as a woman who was born fat and been fat my whole life, my mom raised me to, when kids tease you, to laugh at their jokes. And then by the time I was in middle school, high school, my fat jokes were better than all the other kids. And that's kind of how I've dealt with everything else that could be remotely embarrassing in my life, is I'm going to address it first. So one, if it was me, I'd have been terribly mortified. I'd have been like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And then I probably just would have started with jokes, probably would have blamed it on the person standing next to me. Like, I just probably would have tried to make fun of the situation and hoped that I was taking that power away from everybody else making fun of me.
Yeah, I normally, my dear, I would have done the exact same thing. I panicked though. I like it was like I wasn't even myself. Because normal me, I could find a way to make a joke about just about anything and turn it into a humorous moment. But I was so mortified with my behavior because it just came out of nowhere. Well, I mean, it came out of my butt, but it just came out of nowhere. Like, Sarah's in the bathroom. This young lady's helping me. I just leaned forward a little bit, and all of a sudden, and usually I know when I'm going to fart. Like I can either conceal it or like try the old cough and try not to crap your pants. But in this case, it just caught me by a total surprise that afterwards I was just standing there like, oh God, this poor girl. And when Sarah came out of the bathroom and we were walking in the car, I go, "Babe, you can't ever leave me alone ever again. I am a disgusting human being." This poor young lady,
you're
I
not.
farted
It's
in her
that
nose.
girl.
Oh.
No. So I work in home health care. So I actually deal with this on a daily basis because all of my patients are elderly. And at least twice a day, somebody goes to stand up and they let one rip. And it's when they address it, I feel better in the situation. They're like, "Oh my God, excuse me." And I'll be like, "It's okay, it's fine." But when they ignore it, I'm like, "This rude jerk." Like, that's so disgusting.
Oh God! You know what? You're exactly right. Had I said a little something, this girl could have had a great story to tell with her, hopefully her dad at the dinner table that night. Like, "Gosh, you won't believe what this loser did in the store." At least he acknowledged it, though. Now she's like, "This disgusting trash-ass loser from Tampa, Florida, came into my store and deliberately farted, so I had to hear it and smell it."
Yeah. Next time, just own up to it. Don't, be proud like you used to be.
I just can't. Thank you.
Oh, you got to be proud about it. But yeah, they acknowledge.
Just do it and like defiantly look in her face.
I mean, but that's the thing about gas. It acknowledges itself. So
Right.
the acknowledgement part is already there.
Correct.
Now all you're doing is damage control.
That's right. Like, oh, I am so sorry. This is why I have my medical card. I have uncontrollable flatulence. Well, it says here social anxiety. Yeah, it's about my flatulence. Hello, who are you?
Hey, this is Ray.
Hi, Ray.
I just want to congratulate you, man.
What I did.
You have come to the point where you have transitioned into a grandfather in your age.
Oh.
And let me explain myself.
All right.
So, first of all, you went to a store where you were buying a piece of meat and you thought, that's a little bit too much. Maybe you should cut it for me and make it a little smaller. And you moved over into a record store where you've been in record stores before. You know, you just go in and explore around, but you insisted on having someone to come and serve you. And then finally, which was the piece de resistance, you farted and you pretended like you didn't hear it, just like an old man.
I reject your narrative. I didn't demand on anything because nothing happened. So I slightly need you to tweak your narrative and make it a little bit more accurate, but you're not that far off base. You're still a jerk. Hello there. Who are you?
Damn, Drew.
Damn, Carmen.
I just got over the whole Maverick thing. It took me a while. Now
fart.
You're
Okay.
You're grenading the toilet at work. You're traumatizing your best friend, John, probably for life.
What am I supposed to do, Carmen? I duked in the toilet and it didn't all go down, and then I tried to flush again and it started filling up with water.
You didn't try hard enough.
What am I supposed to do? Reach in there and try to jog it like loose with my hand? There's no plunger. There's no brush.
Thank God Sarah was in the bathroom because I guarantee you would have blamed it on her.
I would have. You're absolutely right. I absolutely would have. I'm a terrible, terrible man and boyfriend. I would have absolutely said, babe, you don't need to do that. I'm the guy who, when she says, oh, God, I forgot to pack a shirt, don't tell anybody I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore yesterday. I'm the guy who, when checking out of a hotel, will tell the hotel clerk that my girlfriend is wearing the same shirt she had on yesterday. That happened in Georgia or in North Carolina. She said, how was your stay? I go, oh, it's really good, but I just want to let you know my girlfriend has the same shirt on that she did yesterday. And they're like, oh, my God, who says anything like that?
Yeah, you have to. I'm with you on that one.
Thank you. You just got to let the world know I'm a truth teller.
Yeah, the farting, that's all you do.
All right, we're going to come back then and talk a little bit about the No More Kings movement and running people over and this idiot from Dunedin who you had to go out of your way to try to get arrested. When you hear what this moron posted on social media, there's so many different ways he could have put this and not gone to jail. The guy's just an idiot. And thank you very much to Good Greek Moving and Storage. They are awesome. They are on board on this show starting today. They are the world's only full-service relocation company. They provide everything from realty services, moving, storage, Good Greek van lines, providing long-distance moving throughout the U.S. They're experts in all things moving. You can get a free quote by going to goodgreek.com. Thank you so much to Scotty on our end, Spiro on their end. This guy is great, former cop in Miami. He's on the SWAT team, created their own training academy, and their hiring process at Good Greek sets them apart from any moving company in the country. So thank you very much. Welcome, Good Greek. We'll be talking to Spiro on the show in the next couple of weeks. Goodgreek.com.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
There are a couple of problems to be aware of in Hillsborough. In Tampa, a disabled vehicle along northbound I-275 at Dale Mabry has had the right lane blocked. That's caused delays back to the Kennedy exit. In eastern Hillsborough, there's an accident along Dr. King eastbound at Mango Road. That one is causing stop-and-go traffic back to Lakewood Drive. In Pinellas, watch out for a crash northbound on US 19 at Bel Air. We're still in good shape along the Bay Area bridges. This is Jim with traffic.
You know, it's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here for Sun Toyota. We've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, Tacomas, Camrys, and Corollas in stock now. Drive select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, get a free grill or smoker during Father's Day weekend when you purchase a new Toyota. Because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen.
Sun, Toyota.com.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota has an unbelievable 30-year anniversary sale. You buy one, you get one 30% off for replacement windows and patio doors. They are affordable, they are thorough, they are efficient and polite. You will love the work they do for you in beautifying your home. Renewal by Anderson, bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, did you hear the Furman Chevrolet of Brandon Summer Savings event is going on right now? Sounds like a perfect time for a new car to me. You know, Furman Chevy Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. They've got Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory to choose from, tariff-free. And Brad Wise and my friends at Furman Chevy Brandon do business the right way. No surprise dealer installed options you're forced to buy. No inflated market adjustments. Go see why they're Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer and Chevrolet's Dealer of the Year. And together, let's drive. Visit them today on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online anytime at FurmanChevy.com.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
It's win or go home in the playoffs, but not for new customers at Hard Rock Bet. If your first bet doesn't win, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $100 to try again. Playoff hockey, playoff basketball, WNBA, UFC, and so much more. Plus, get ready for a summer full of soccer at Hard Rock Bet. All you need to do is go and download the Hard Rock Bet app or simply go to hardrock.bet and start betting today. It's Hard Rock Bet, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Real stories with Hellsberg.
After we met and we started dating, Nancy and I lived 150 miles apart, and I would drive my old jalopy car, and it was roughly a 3-hour distance. It took 3 years I drove across that state back and forth dating her every weekend.
Persistence.
And I would have never stopped. I had a lot of energy back then. 36 years ago.
At Hellsberg, find the engagement ring worthy of your story. Designed with the love, care, and craft it deserves. Visit a Hellsberg store or Hellsberg.com.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Get factory direct custom-made impact windows installed. This is John Senning for Reese Windows and Doors, where they've been installing affordable, high-quality impact windows for over 50 years. I had the fine folks from Reese in my home just a couple weeks ago. I was blown away to learn about these products that are made in America, and Reese is a family-owned business with that double lifetime warranty. You want to get a free quote? Just text the word TRUST to 20129, and you also have a chance to win $15,000 in new impact windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
School is out and summer is here. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Kia your first stop during the Kia Summer Sales Event. Drive a new Kia K4, just $219 a month, or a new Kia Sportage with a special low 1.9 APR. Test drive your new Kia today at Crown Kia. The better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Let the professionals at Fence Outlet save you time and money. We handle everything from the free estimate to the install. We do it all, and you get 0% financing. So come into Fence Outlet or visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
O'Reilly.
Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly. Parts.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Hockey, beer, boats. Tampa Bay's favorite hat trick is back. The Lightning and Creative Loafing present Boats Brewfest, presented by Publix. Friday, August 1st at Amalie Arena. Sample hundreds of local and international beers, games, and more. Get info and tickets at boatsbrewfest.com.
When it really matters, choose Farah & Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Valerie Mills from the Sky Tower Weather Center. We'll have a sun-cloud mix on Monday with a quick warm-up and temperatures reaching into the upper 80s to low 90s, feeling about 10 degrees warmer this afternoon with high humidity. We'll be tracking fewer storms developing this afternoon and evening and over the next couple of days. Storm coverage running around 30 to 40% as highs will be able to reach into the mid-90s for the middle of this week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
I would do it all the same. And I'll change a single thing. Even when I was the blind. For the heartache and the pain that I caused throughout my years. How I learned to be your man through the laughter and the tears. Situation nowhere. Rush for a change of atmosphere. I can't go on, so I give in.
Yeah.
Gotta get myself right out of here. Now I'm fully grown.
He's Maurice. My name is Drew. This is Drew Garabo Live.
Somehow I stay thin. While the other guys got fat. All the chances that I've blown. And the times that I've been down.
So this past weekend, there was a little something for everybody. You had the military parade, along with Trump's 79th birthday, if you wanted to celebrate that. You had No More Kings, if you wanted to get out there and peacefully exercise your First Amendment rights. And that's beautiful. Not everyone should agree with everything. You should, if you wish to celebrate the military and the birth of the commander-in-chief, hell yeah, do it. If you wish to take to the streets to protest the way things are in this country, hell yeah, you should do that. By all means. I wouldn't go making not even implied threats, direct threats of violence that could get you arrested. There is a big difference between, on social media, putting the statement, you'd better not protest in front of my car or you're going to FAFO, right? That's fine.
Bold statement.
Bold, to be certain, and could be used against you in a court of law should you end up running over a protester who's in your way. But what kind of an idiot? Eloy Garcia, age 64. Sir, you're a damn senior citizen. You should know better. I guess I said the word serious. God, you can't even say the word SERIOUSLY without that nosy bitch. You should know better than to put up a Facebook post at the age of 64. What is going on in your life that you post, I'm spending so much money on gas, driving around, just looking and hoping to run across blockading protesters or people crossing the streets with signs saying, "Don't deport our illegals," so I can run them over. I carry a couple of bricks and Molotov cocktails so I can put it in their hands like a thrown down weapon, LOL. You idiot, you.
He's just laying the whole plan out there, Drew.
Like, if that is your plan, be a little bit more subtle on social media. Hey, protesters, FAFO. That's not going to get you arrested. Watch what happens if you block my way on my way to work. Not actionable. Maybe a little bit inflammatory, but not actionable. But to flat out say that you are driving around looking to run over protesters, what kind of a moron are you?
Drew, that is someone, and you know this, desperate to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah. At 64 years old.
Well, he's feeling marginalized.
Oh, man.
Well, he should. He's old and decrepit.
Hello there. Who are you? 941-650. If you want me to give out the rest of your number, by all means, just call back in because I'll be more than happy to do it. I got the first 6 numbers. I'll give you 7, 8. 800-771-1025. Imagine your weekend was so empty that on Monday, the best thing you can do to entertain yourself at 4:44 in the afternoon is to call a radio show that is talking about flatulence. I am a fan of flatulence and make farty noises. You and I, sir, we are on the same side. Pro-flatulence. It's just that, I don't know how to put this so it doesn't insult you. I can express myself like a grown-up, and all you can do is make farty noises into the phone. There's a reason that you're on the consumer end, and we, sir, are on the performing end. And thank you, and good day. 800-771-1025 is the number.
So you say Jackass got the handcuffs, the ankle bracelets.
Yeah. Dunedin man arrested for threatening protesters on social media. I'm not saying you're a bad person if in your mind you're thinking, I hope one of them son of a bitches protests in front of my car. Because our governor, he empowered you to do so. He told you. If you see anybody protesting in front of you and you feel like you're in danger, run them over. You're allowed to do that, especially in Florida, the law and order state. You take your W. These protesters, should they protest in front of your vehicle, by all means, run them over. But don't put it on Facebook like an idiot. According to an affidavit, Eloy Garcia, age 64, got arrested for what he posted. What an absolute moron. Now, I don't know what charge.
Terroristic threat?
Yeah, I guess it says Dunedin man was arrested by the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office for threatening threatening communications or threats of mass shooting.
Yeah, as soon as you talk about Molotov cocktails and the like.
Like you're going to plant Molotov cocktails on them so you can run them over? You're 64, bro.
And by the way, that does make him a bad person.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
Hello there. Who are you?
You opened up the floodgates, Drew.
Sorry that your weekend was so rough. Sorry that's the best way you could choose to express yourself today. Should we do away with summer vacation for kids?
No. Yes. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. It's an antiquated notion.
I think it might be. Like, I read an article on ABC Action News today. Canceling summer break could be best for our kids. You've got a youngin', and I remember that feeling of terror and stress during summer break when you have to find something for those damn kids to do. It's awful, especially if, like most Americans, you're in a 2-income household where both of you have to work. It was awful in the summer when my son was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those ages before you can leave them at home alone, you got to find a camp. You got to find a babysitter. It costs you so much money.
Very expensive.
For the whole day.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
A 2024 study commissioned by Yoto Mini found 55% of parents feel overwhelmed at the thought of keeping their kids entertained for 6 straight weeks. It is overwhelming. So then, as more schools explore year-round class options, many ask, is it time to rethink summer break? Should kids be having a whole summer break to do nothing? Devil makes work for idle hands.
Absolutely. Besides, I don't think the 9 months is working. We got a lot of dumb kids out there, Drew.
We do.
Yeah,
and we need smarter kids.
Those extra 3 months, I think they're a necessity.
800-771-1025. Drew Garabo Live. Hi, how can I help you?
Hey, I was calling about the running people over.
Are you pro or anti?
I mean, I think it just depends. I think this guy is just like the epitome of a wrong case. But no, I saw a video this morning of someone who legitimately ran a protester over, and I thought that's what you were talking about. But I believe that person was in a state where it's not legal to do that, you know?
Right.
But you could tell that this person was legitimately in fear of their life. But they're probably going to get a charge for running that person over. But this guy in Florida, he legally could run over protesters, but he was just like talking about it. It's just like...
Isn't that so stupid? Like you could, if that happened to you, you could legally do it and not have charges. But you're putting yourself in a position to get arrested when it's not happening to you and you're like beating your chest like, I'm driving around and I can't wait to run these. What an absolute moron.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's just crazy to me to think because the person who I watched the video this morning, they're probably, you know, they illegally did it, but out of necessity.
Right.
This guy would have done it like when he didn't even need to, probably, given the chance, you know, and it's just ironic as hell, man.
It is, and there's a common thread, and thank you very much for the call. There's a common thread between that guy and the political assassin in Minnesota in that they are able to somehow dehumanize someone because they feel a different way than they do politically. And albeit the guy in Minnesota took it to the highest degree by gunning down a lawmaker and his wife in their homes. But when you go around dehumanizing the other side, there is no the other side. The people who don't agree with me politically, who still share oxygen with me, they're still my fellow man. Those who, I'll just use Pride Month for an example. Those who don't believe in Pride Month, those who think it's an abomination, cool. We feel differently about it. I still might respect you as a human being. I still want you to live a happy, fruitful life that is productive. I don't want you to die because you don't agree with me and your opinions aren't aligned with mine. But man, 800-771-1025. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, my name's Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. What's up?
So, I think you're old enough, Mo's old enough. I'm old enough to remember, what was it, 98 or 92, the Rodney King riots? The trucker, Reginald Denny, I believe his name was.
Yeah, they pulled him out and bashed his head in with a brick.
Exactly. While I understand wholeheartedly where DeSantis is coming from is from a good, standpoint that, man, I wouldn't want to get stuck in that kind of position and get pulled out of my vehicle and beat to death.
No one would. But if you have to know if you're in the state of Florida and you're in danger, you feel like your life is in danger, the governor's empowered you to do whatever you need to do to preserve your life. That's fine.
Exactly.
But to go on Facebook and be like, I'm driving around looking to run over people who are protesting because they have the nerve. Like, I don't know. I see so many people on the right mocking and insulting people on the left for the No More Kings protest. You should be supporting their First Amendment right to express themselves. Right?
Yeah. Listen, if I run you over, it's because I got someplace to be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go on looking to run you over.
No.
But I got ish to do.
Yeah, and if I'm at a red light and you start jumping on my vehicle and pounding on it, yeah, I'm going to think my life's in danger and run you over.
Yeah.
But, man, the people on the right who are like, oh, where were you idiots when Kamala was appointed instead of nominated, blah, blah, blah. How about just going, hey, cool, express your First Amendment right to assemble and protest. It is a vital part of our country. But instead it's like, oh, you idiots. You don't agree with me. Hello there. Who are you?
Yeah, if you get ran over as a protester, should you just call Mo? Just wondering.
Rob, you just make the worst Facebook comments. And I mean, I try to have sympathy for Rob, but God, his brain just doesn't work.
These jokes have the stink of Monday written all over them, Drew.
Oh, they do. But I mean, Rob would be making bad observations and jokes, whether it's Monday, Tuesday,
on a
Wednesday.
Friday, too.
What did he say on the Drew Garabo Live Facebook page? I put a picture of my family out in front of Twin Peaks, and he said something about my dad. It was the weirdest thing. I'll find it. He's such an unfunny weirdo. Hello, who are you?
Hey, it's Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, guys. Hey, Mo, you were talking about a lot of stupid kids out there.
Yes.
So remember when you went to school, what was the lowest D you could get? It was a 70, correct?
Lowest
B? No, 70 was a C.
70 was the lowest C you could get.
Yeah.
I graduated in 87, and a 70 was a 69 was failing, was an F.
Oh, okay.
Okay. A D now is 60 to 69. So you can get a 60% and be getting a D. You know how good my grades would have been in school?
You'd have been valedictorian.
Hell yeah. Me too.
I see what he's saying there, lowering the standards.
800-771-1025. What was your GPA when you graduated high school?
Man, I graduated.
Same.
I did the only class, English. I was in honors English, and I excelled in video. That was it. Everything else, I just passed.
Same. 2.23 I graduated with. Barely graduated. Yeah. I had to do summer school biology so I wouldn't fail that. I had to do summer school Spanish one year. I just was the worst student. Okay, here's I found Rob's brilliant comment on my Happy Father's Day. No pictures of the peaks, none of the cheeks. Bet Daddy Frank got some. You're slipping, Garabo.
You don't have to comment on every one of someone's post.
True. But that said, he did leave something nice. We're lucky to still have our parents. So many aren't. I admire your skills as a father, learning as you go, flying blind.
Well, you look at that entire post and you go, let me edit the first half out and then hit send on the second half.
That is true. It is significantly better than the people who leave comments like, where's that one idiot? This is so great. This guy who, I don't know if he was trying to get a tolerance blast in there. Oh, man, did he delete it? Oh, that's too bad. This guy made a comment about trans servers there, and it looks like he deleted it. Oh, what a damn shame.
Was it pro-trans or?
Oh, no, definitely anti. He said he was like, there we go, Kevin. Okay. Are any trans women working there, or do they only hire real women? And I said, never occurred to me to ask, but thank you for letting us know what comes to your mind when reading a Father's Day post.
Wow.
And he said, support inclusivity, do better, especially in June. And Father's Day is certainly not inclusive. What? I don't know, man. People are broken. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, this is Jeff. How you doing?
What up, Jeff?
Got to comment on this protesting stuff. I agree that First Amendment says you have the right to assemble and protest.
Oh, that's good that you agree that, because that's what we call an irrefutable fact, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But what happens with the trying to injure people is beyond normal protesting. And if I'm in the I'm not going to go out purposely to try and find protesters to run them over. I think that is ridiculous. That's somebody whose mind is not right.
Right.
But to sit there, and if I am sitting there and I get caught in not knowing where this was happening and caught in the whole situation, I'm going to save my life first. And if that means I've got to go through them, I go through them.
Well, sure. I think anyone, left, right, center, way out there, whatever, anyone should be prioritizing their own safety, security, freedom first. You shouldn't want to take another life. But if it comes down to you or me and you're in my way and you're making me feel like my life is in danger, I think it doesn't matter where you are politically. Any one of us should do whatever we can do to save our life. But when you go out there looking for a fight, or you're dumb enough to post on social media like this Dunedin idiot, I'm driving around looking, I'm spending so much money on gas, driving around just looking and hoping to run across blockading protesters or people crossing the street so I can run them over. Nobody should want that.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I don't care if you're left or right.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
All lives splatter. Am I right? Thank you. 800-771-1025 is the number. Hello there.
Splatter.
Splatter. That's right. Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello.
Hey, this is Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, I just wanted to touch base on the it's borderline premeditated if you make a post about it.
Correct.
If you're out defending yourself, that is one thing. It's the same thing as anything else. If you're making threats, they need to be held accountable.
And you know what, Rob? The irony of this is, had this gentleman posted that and then run over someone, they could get him with premeditated. But if he never made the post and ran over a protester who was in his way because he felt like his life was in danger, they probably wouldn't have even filed charges.
You don't need to put all your business out online. Keep it with the broskies.
Keep it with the broskies, indeed. I'm fairly confident this 60-something-year-old man has enough people in his life who would go, hell yeah, if he told them out loud with no documentation, hey, I want to run over a protester.
Yeah.
But to be so bold as to put it, not even bold, to be so stupid as to put it online, of course someone's going to report you. It was probably even one of your Facebook friends who reported you. Hello there.
Hey, my name.
800-771-1025. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Good afternoon. I have an idea about the school situation.
Which school situation? What happened?
Have the kids go to school for 11 weeks and take 2 weeks off, 11 weeks, take 2 weeks off, 11 weeks, take 2 weeks off.
Would that
way
be
they
more
go all year long?
Would that be more or less difficult for parents? I'm trying to figure out, because at least it's 6 weeks of summer. You know the block of time that you need, and you got consistency, right? But with your away, you go 11 weeks, but then they get 2 weeks off. Then you got to figure out what to do with them for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it's not as bad. I mean, my kids went to school all year round because of their disabilities, and they actually did better in school because of it.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know they made disabled kids go to school year round.
Well, it was our choice to make them go year round.
That's cool.
The other choice is let's go and go year round so they don't lose what they already gained.
Ah, got you. Yeah, I will tell you, when Xander was in summer break and you had to go from after school care to all day care, the cost of it, the pain in the ass of it. Oh, man. Thank God my parents are around to help. Without them, there's just no way we could have done
That's the optimum thing, is to, if one of the parents is able to stay at home, and or if you've got grandparents that have enough mobility to be able to, entertain a young child.
That is ideal. 800-771-1025. But if you need some childcare, just call us up. We're here every day anyway. We'll watch your kids. Hello there. Who are you?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, Drew. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Rebecca, and I actually drove 3.5 hours to go to a protest.
Oh.
I guess I'm still struggling with my voice.
Oh, good for you.
And
How was it?
Yes, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Where did
we
you?
had a huge turnout.
You mind if I ask where you protested?
I went to Tallahassee to the state capitol.
Oh man, that's motivated right there.
I drove 3.5 hours, and I stood out there for 4.5 hours, even when it started raining. And I wore drag makeup. I felt fabulous.
Oh, good for you.
I felt fabulous.
Good for you.
Oh my gosh, I've never felt so pretty. I wanted to sing the song. But I do have to say, on the whole running people over bit, obviously I don't agree with it, but I saw actually a pro-Trumper almost get hit by a car because he was dumb enough to run out in front of moving traffic.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that. What now? And I'm not asking this facetiously, I promise. What do you think that you accomplished by being there for 3 hours on a beautiful hot afternoon?
I feel that with the raw number of people that got out there, including myself, we really sent a message that we're not okay with what's happening. And I actually did some research on this because somebody said it was only 1% of the U.S. population that got out there to protest. And so I did a little bit of digging, and we actually were one of, if not the most biggest protest. And so I think it was the George Floyd that was the largest protest by population, considering by population percentage at that time. Well, with us, if we were at 5 million, that was the lowest estimate, that would put us at 1.6%. If we were at 11 million, the highest estimate, that would put us at 3.3%. The George Floyd protests, the Black movement, the Black Lives Matter movement, that one had 2.2%.
I got you.
So if we reached the 11 million estimated participants, we would have been at 3.3%, marking us at the largest protest ever in U.S. history.
Hell yeah. I don't know what all those numbers meant, but I'm very happy that you have accomplished something, and I hope it was a great day for you. 800-771-1025. And nobody died. Hello. Hi, Drew Garabo Live. How can we help you?
Hey, Drew, I got a comment on the blocking traffic and protesting.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's really not a peaceful thing to do that. People think it is. Well, it's not bothering anybody. But, you know, you have situations where you have people that have to pick up children by a certain time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, maybe they're taking care of an older parent that's sick, you know what I mean, and they got medication or something like that.
Sure.
Like, you don't know everybody's situation, and they don't have time to be sitting in traffic for an hour.
Correct.
You know, it's not peaceful. It's costing people money. It's dealing with their, you know, messing with their money.
Yeah.
You know, because they might be getting to work, having to get to work on time, and it's just not peaceful.
Well, I hope you didn't take what I said as advocating people blocking traffic. I don't advocate people blocking traffic. I advocate peaceful protests, but I don't advocate impeding other people as they try to move about our fine country. Because like you said, some people just have to get to work, but other people have very pressing matters. Could be a matter of life or death. So don't block traffic. All right, hang tight. We'll come back, take your calls on protesting. And I was very disappointed in one Gwen Stefani over something she did on Father's Day. I don't want to get your opinion on whether you think it is. That's right. Okay or not okay. Next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Now, a The Bone Traffic Update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We now have very heavy going home interstate volume in all the usual places on both sides of the bay. In Pinellas, major delays continue from a bad crash along northbound US 19 at Bel Air, which at last check still had the right lane blocked. The backup stretch nearly back to Ulmerton. It looks like the on-ramp from eastbound Gulf to Bay onto McMullen Booth is partially blocked. A St. Pete crash southbound on 66th Street north of 46th Avenue has had the right lane blocked. There's also an accident along Park Boulevard just east of Ridge Road. In eastern Hillsborough, there's a wreck eastbound along Brandon Boulevard just before Parsons. The bridges still appear to be in pretty good shape. This is Jim with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Looking for top quality fencing in Florida? Fence Outlet has been the state's fencing expert for over 30 years. With 8 convenient locations, we offer a wide variety of styles and colors to enhance your property's security and curb appeal. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Yuck. It is getting hot fast, and you know what that means. Time to turn on your air conditioning. And trust me, you want to make sure your HVAC system is working perfectly before even more brutal heat hits. But if you need a new system and you didn't take advantage of Trane's rebate offers before, Climate Design has you covered. Get extended rebate offers now through the month of June and switch out that old, unreliable HVAC system with a brand new one. Earn rebates up to $1,300 off a new Trane system, and Climate Design will match it up to $2,600. Folks, that price cannot be beat in this Florida heat. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and ask to speak to a comfort specialist. You'll have peace of mind knowing your AC is in top working order before you need it. That is reassurance you can feel good about. Visit climatedesign.com or call 727-295-1572.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are 2 very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Drew Garabo here. There's never a bad time to do something kind for someone you love, or even for yourself. I mean, you should love yourself, right? Gold and Diamond Source gets that. That's why this June, you'll get 15% off all birthstone jewelry, something that's meaningful, not mass-produced. Gold is at an all-time high. Now is the best time to trade in your worn-out jewelry. You know you've got that piece that you haven't worn since the Nixon administration. Trade it in and get maximum value at Gold and Diamond Source. You thinking about proposing? I won't tell. Buy a diamond. They'll give you 40% off the mounting, and dig this, 5-year interest-free financing as well. That $5,000 piece becomes just $83 a month. You can't afford not to do that. Of course, you can't forget the beautiful and affordable Emma Leak line as well. Shop the local, family-owned, community-minded, just good people. Gold and Diamond Source, 3800 Ulmerton Road. They're the real deal.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony, and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Mike Calder for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. June is Men's Health Month, so let me hit you with some truth. Heart disease and cancer are the top 2 killers of men, and most of the time, you won't even feel it coming. 1 in 2 men will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. Heart attacks, most are silent and deadly. But here's the thing, Lifeguard Imaging can detect heart disease, hundreds of forms of cancer, and more before symptoms even show up. Their high-accuracy CT scans are fast, painless, and could literally save your life. I got mine, and the peace of mind is unmatched. Right now, just for Bone listeners, when you join their legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. It's perfect for your spouse, a buddy, or someone you care about. 60% of men say they don't go to the doctor unless something feels wrong. But by then, it could be too late. And when a husband or father gets sick, it rocks the entire family. So step up and be the guy who gets ahead of it. Take the guesswork out of your health. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
And a lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, I'm usually much more active, but since I've been in pain, I've had to limit the activities I'm doing.
You're listening to Janelle, Arch Support Specialist at the Good Feet store.
He came in and he wanted to be able to keep up, play sports with his kids. From there, we figure out which arch supports complement those activities. I fit him with the arch supports, and as I followed up with him, he's messaged me and said, I took my kids to the park today. We're walking, we're exercising, riding the bikes, and those are all things that he wasn't doing before because he was in pain.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store's arch support specialists have been helping folks to live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. That's what's most important, is knowing that you leave an impact on someone's life. And I like that.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free personalized fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
I think what Gwen Stefani did on Father's Day is lousy, and I'd like your opinion. Headline from the New York Post: Gwen Stefani snubs ex Gavin Rossdale in Father's Day post dedicated to Blake Shelton. She and Blake have no children together. She and Gavin, I believe, have 3 children together. Can you not? Look, let's suppose that the rumors are true and that Gavin Rossdale banged the nanny. Then that caused the breakup of their marriage. It's been several years. You're in a happier, healthier relationship with one Blake Shelton. Is it going to kill you to say thank you to the father of my children for giving me the greatest gift? Stefani and the Bush frontman began dating in 95, tied the knot in 2002. After welcoming 3 sons together, the couple announced their divorce in 2015, 10 years ago, following rumors that Rossdale allegedly cheated on Stefani with their nanny. She had to be pretty hot. So, shortly before their divorce is finalized, Gwen starts dating the sheep-humping looking Blake Shelton compared to Gavin Rossdale.
Sure.
So they have no kids together. They had a terrible breakup with Gwen and Gavin. But, like, no matter what happened, you brought 3 kids into this world. Don't you love those kids more than life itself? Can't you just say, no matter what happened between Gavin and me, I am eternally grateful for Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo? Shouldn't you? Instead, the Sweet Escape singer, Gwen Stefani, honored her husband, Blake Shelton, and her dad, Dennis Stefani. Happy Father's Day, Dad and Blake Shelton. We love you so much. In the comments, some fans called out that Gavin Rossdale, age 59, was snubbed from the tribute. Someone wrote, man, I wonder what Gavin did to leave your heart so badly. It's sad in a way, but glad to see happiness in your life with the person that knew how to value you. Don't you just owe it to the person who helped bring life into the world that you're connected to on Mother's Day or Father's Day to go, hey, sorry it didn't work out between us, but thank you for making me a dad, or thank you for making me a mom?
I'm not a grudge holder, Drew, but I'm a dead to me guy.
All right.
And depending upon how bad the heartbreak is, while I might not wish any ill will, while I might not say anything, I may be of the opinion that there is no reason for me to ever acknowledge you.
Okay. I suppose I can understand that. Not for me to decide whether that's the healthiest thing in the world.
Well, but I'm not. Again, I'm harboring no ill will. I'm not thinking about it on a daily basis. It's just, again, he could have been really banging the nanny.
Sure. Absolutely could have
Like
been.
while the kids were there. I mean, I would imagine the kids had to be there for him to be banging. Why is the nanny there if the kids aren't there? You understand what I'm saying? This could go deep. I mean, if he had an affair out here, the nanny is real close to home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It is. It is.
So now, if she chose to include him, I would certainly think that was big of her. You know, I'm not saying my way is the big way. It's just my way. But I can see it both ways. I understand completely what you're saying, 100%.
When you go out of your way to praise your own father and the husband that you're with who didn't give you any of those 3 kids, and you leave out your baby daddy, I don't know.
Well,
man.
but again, what's the dynamic with Shelton and the kids? True. I mean, if she's got primary custody and Gavin's out there Rossdale-ing the bitches, then you do have to give they're married, right?
Yeah.
You got to give the stepdad some propers.
800-771-1025.
Yeah, Miss Flowers.
I got a very nice reel on Instagram from my baby mama saying happy Father's Day to the best baby daddy alive. And thank you. We have not been romantically together for the better part of 8-9 years now.
Right.
And certainly there was some animus between us.
Yeah.
But that is all eroded to the point where I wish her a very happy Mother's Day because she gave me the greatest gift anyone could ever give me, a son.
Listen, same. My ex of my two boys, London and Legend, it was not a great parting. I don't know that any ever is, but she wished me a happy Father's Day. Every Mother's Day, I wish her a happy Mother's Day.
That's healthy. Hey there, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew, it's Matt.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, I just wanted to get you just some advice for the next time that ever happens to you in a dispensary or any public place.
Yeah.
What you do is you put your hand in front of your mouth, like you ball it into a fist, you clear your throat, and you say, excuse me, so excuse me. And then that's it. Just keep it moving. The best thing to do.
So if you fart, you ball your hand in front of your mouth and say, excuse me?
You clear your throat. You know what I mean? Excuse me.
I think that might even be worse than doing nothing at all. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live. How can we help you?
What's going on, Drew?
What's up, dude?
How you been?
Really good, man. Thank you. How about you?
Man, it's been good, man. This heat, though. Come on, can we do something?
It is brutal out there.
It is brutal. But listen, I called because I had to give kudos to the city of Tampa, the mayor, the police, because this is my second protest out there.
Yeah.
I was out there for the BLM protest, and I was out here for this one.
Yes, sir.
It is so well organized. Really, they took care of business. They didn't, confront the crowd. They let people just let their voice out. And people were so well behaved.
Good.
Even when, the supporters of the president came out with their flags and all of that.
Yep.
Hey, good, more power to you. Do your thing, like a little whistling going back, but no confrontations. People wearing, the red hats. And the cops just hung back, man, and let us do our thing. And
Good.
I was so proud of everybody. What an eclectic crowd. Everybody exercising their First Amendment right to petition the government without restrictions. It was beautiful, man. And listen, big kudos to our city managers, the people that
Awesome.
run this and keep us safe.
Yeah.
It was a really good experience, and we need to keep doing it.
Yeah.
As you saw, it works. Our president just walked back a little bit of the stuff about raiding farms and raiding places of work where these people are really honestly trying to make a living and helping us out, and they're hearing us. We just got to keep at it.
Good, man. Yeah, and peaceful protests, especially with protesters and counter-protesters, that is freaking awesome. You don't want it to turn. You don't want us to make news for the bad reasons. I remember the KKK came to protest the opening of a Holocaust memorial in Maitland, Florida, where our radio station was. And the radio station and a whole lot of other people organized a counter-protest because it was important to stand up against the KKK when they come to town. You had about 7 Klukies on one side and about a couple of thousand people on the other side. But I will say the Klukies over there, they knew exactly what to say to antagonize the counter-protesters, and a couple of well-intentioned but short-sighted people ran across the street to try to punch out the Klansmen. And guess who went to jail? Not the Klansmen, the punchers. You just can't let someone drag you into a situation where you get arrested.
KKK took my daddy away.
They did. Thank you. 800-771-1025 is the number. I know it's not always easy to put your feelings aside in the interest of a kid. And I'm not even saying you have to have peace and love in your heart, but just for that one day, I wish everyone could say, I am grateful that this person made me a father. But, I think about some situations in our own building where people might not live up to their parental obligations, and that would be very difficult for me to do. If you treated me like you're a sperm donor, you gave me a kid, and then you don't want to have anything to do with the kid, I don't know that I would feel the need to wish you a happy Father's Day.
No, of course
You're not a father.
No, not at all.
You're a father when you live up to your obligations.
I would think, even in that situation and in Gwen Stefani's situation, as long as you don't prevent the children from texting or calling their dad saying Happy Father's Day, and I doubt that that's something that she did. You allowed that. I think that's your gesture right there.
Yeah, you're right. You let the kids wish their dad happy Father's Day. But then again, if he was just a sperm donor, I'd be like, what are you thinking?
But no,
you thank me. I am your mother and father.
Yeah, that's a different situation.
800-771-1025. Then let's come back and give some prizes to dads who got screwed over on Father's Day.
I got screwed.
Oh, no.
No, I'm fine.
But we didn't get you a luxurious gift?
No, she made me a very nice card.
Oh, all right. If you didn't get a card, if you didn't get a call, if you didn't get anything and you're a dad, we'll hook you up with your choice. Busch Gardens, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and 3-6 Mafia, A Day to Remember, which clearly it wasn't, and Yellow Card, or 21 Pilots at the AMP on October 11th. Next on Drew Garabo Live. Achieva Credit Union is my credit union. I've been a member for a long time now. Feels like over 10 years. And Achieva featuring low rates, featuring phenomenal customer service, featuring up to $250 when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. That offer is available for a limited time. All of this awaits you by taking advantage of Achieva's new checking promo today. Being an Achieva member has got its perks. The convenience of mobile and online banking, the support you need from their top-rated customer service team. Just go to their checking options pages to find out the right checking account for you. They got two great ones for you. Go to achievacu.com. That's ACHIEVACU.com. And if you're already a member, if you set up a qualifying direct deposit on an existing checking account, you qualify for $50 as well. Set it and forget it with direct deposit and Achieva Credit Union.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We now have very heavy going home interstate volume in all the usual places on both sides of the bay. In Pinellas, major delays continue from a bad crash along northbound US 19 at Bel Air, which at last check still had the right lane blocked. The backup stretch nearly back to Almerton. It looks like the on-ramp from eastbound Gulf to Bay onto McMullen Booth is partially blocked. A St. Pete crash southbound on 66th Street north at 46th Avenue has had the right lane blocked. There's also an accident along Park Boulevard just east of Ridge Road. In eastern Hillsborough, there's a wreck eastbound along Brandon Boulevard just before Parsons. The bridges still appear to be in pretty good shape. This is Jim with traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Hey, did you hear the Furman Chevrolet of Brandon Summer Savings event is going on right now? Sounds like a perfect time for a new car to me. You know, Furman Chevy Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. They've got Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory to choose from, tariff-free. And Brad Wise and my friends at Furman Chevy Brandon do business the right way. No surprise dealer installed options you're forced to buy. No inflated market adjustments. Go see why they're Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer and Chevrolet's Dealer of the Year. And together, let's drive. Visit them today on Automo Drive in Brandon or online anytime at FurmanChevy.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
The bigger, better, faster summer event is on at Jerry Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get deals on over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Employee Pricing Plus event. Save up to $15,000 on new 2025 models, and your first 3 payments are on us. And don't forget to visit our website and enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. It's all happening at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Hey guys, it's a cat named Mo, and for the past 10 years, I've been talking about the Centers for Men's Health better known as C4MH.com, which has been the leader in low T care for the past 15 years. C4MH.com leads because it's a local medical practice, not one of those slick national franchise T clinics that pop up overnight. C4MH leads because it has no financial contracts, no upfront treatment payments, and no added cost treatments. C4MH leads because we fully disclose, and I say we because, again, I've been with them for 10 years, the affordable pricing. There are no hidden surprise costs. The slick pop-up clinics pricing is nowhere to be found, and then come the contracts and high pressure upselling. C4MH leads because 18 West Coast Florida locations only treat you with pharmaceutical testosterone and never the cut rate compounded stuff the other clinics use. So when you want affordable, safe, convenient, low T care, go to C4MH.com.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television. For going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here for Sun Toyota. We've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, Tacomas, Camrys, and Corollas in stock now. Drive select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, get a free grill or smoker during Father's Day weekend when you purchase a new Toyota. Because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen.
Sun. Toyota.com.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in the box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $27.35. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information. License number C10252 and C10803.
The Calta Signature Combos are back only at Shark Coast Tactical. Will is bringing back the Calta Riot Shotty just in time for hurricane season. What is a Calta Riot Shotty, you ask? A 12-gauge Mossberg Riot Gun pistol grip shotty is paired with a tactical scabbard, and it's all for only $225. The Calta Riot Shotty. It's as American as apple pie, and it's only available at Shark Coast Tactical. The shop is open, slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, and always open online 24/7 at SharkCoastTactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell Mike Calta sent you.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA, and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Summer is here, and it's time to eat, sip, and bar hop in downtown St. Pete. Visit DTSPSummernights.com to win a $200 gift card to some of the best hotspots, like Whiskey Exchange, Who's on First, Double and Drop, There Goes the Neighborhood, and Tequila Daisy.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Climate Design Home Services. They really know their stuff. Climate Design has installed Trane heating and cooling systems for over 50 years. So put their experience to work for you. Visit climatedesign.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Valerie Mills from the Sky Tower Weather Center. We'll have a sun-cloud mix on Monday with a quick warm-up and temperatures reaching into the upper 80s to low 90s, feeling about 10 degrees warmer this afternoon with high humidity. We'll be tracking fewer storms developing this afternoon and evening and over the next couple of days. Storm coverage running around 30 to 40% as highs will be able to reach into the mid-90s for the middle of this week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
I'm like a child looking off on the horizon. I'm like an ambulance that's turning on the sirens. Oh, I'm still alive.
It felt pretty cool waking up yesterday morning to numerous texts from friends who know how much it means to me to be a dad.
I'm still alive.
And I was very fortunate to be visited by my son, who gave me a card, albeit a card entirely in Spanish. He's got his dad's sense of humor.
Cause I'm still
But to you dads out there who didn't even hear from your kid, we want to help make it right by giving you something nice from the 1025 The Bone Prize Stash. I would say the number of dads who get screwed on Father's Day, I would say that number is way larger than moms who get screwed on Mother's Day. And I don't mean screwed in a good way. I mean in a bad way, like overlooked. I bet moms have a higher success rate of being thought of, called, texted, cards and gifts on Mother's Day than dads on Father's Day. Just a hunch.
I'd say you're probably right.
And look, I don't really need anything as a dad. Do you need anything as a dad? Do you want anything?
No, sir.
Same. A card, thinking about your pups, a little time spent with each other. Oh, that is all I need.
My son London came over. We did some Publix. It's like, I'll bring myself. I'll pay for it. And we sat on the couch and talked for about an hour. That was great.
Dude, that's a perfect Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I did see the Mardi Gras flavored rotisserie chicken.
Oh, I snagged that bitch up, Drewbert.
We get one of those on the way home today and destroying it over my sink. 800-771-1025.
I sat at the table.
Hey, how you doing?
Look at you being all human. Hello, who are you?
John.
What's up, John?
How much? How you guys doing?
Good, man. Thank you.
Well, your Father's Day was better than mine. I didn't get anything.
Oh, no. Are you a dad?
Yeah, I have two kids.
How old?
29, 27.
And those little ingrates didn't do anything for you?
No, this guy was a great dad till in the teens, and I got in a car wreck with my work truck, and doctor prescribed me Oxycontin, and it all went downhill from there. I ended up losing my marriage, lost the house, and it didn't go well. It didn't go well. And
are you in recovery?
Yeah, I've been clean for a long time now, but it's just I've spent a long time trying to make up for everything.
Man, how's your relationship with their mom?
Not great. Not so good. No, not at all.
Man,
not at all. I mean, she, I got the lawsuits against Purdue and everything else. It was ridiculous.
Did you? How was that lawsuit? Because I just saw today that they settled U.S. opioid lawsuits. Purdue Pharma and the Sackler family settled for $7.4 billion to resolve thousands of opioid lawsuits against the drug maker and its owners. You get any piece of that?
Not yet. They say you're gonna, but Florida is one of the states that still hasn't paid out yet. Basically, what happens is they have like a tier. Whether it was a death, how much you lost. I didn't have a record before I did that. Now I'm a felon now. I lost my home. I lost my marriage. I lost my job. Now I'm pretty high in that tier, but you just got to wait now. Mallincroft already paid out, but that was next to nothing. They basically, the lawyers took more than you got,
do you have an ongoing communication with your kids at least, or they have completely written you out of their lives?
I try, I keep trying. That's all you can do is keep trying.
And
later.
What are your efforts met with? Is it complete radio silence? Is it we'd rather not hear from you?
2 minutes. I gotta go. Yeah. I gotta go.
It's a rough situation, man.
Yeah, it sucks. It really does, especially when you remember you did everything when they were younger.
Yeah,
You know?
Damn, man. That's a rough time of it. I don't mean to trivialize your problems by giving you like a pair of concert tickets, but that is what we're dangling out there. What appeals to you?
What do you got?
All right, hang on one second. We'll get with you. It just seems kind of trite to be like, well, hey, sorry you got screwed over by your kids, but here's some concert tickets for you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's definitely one of those, like, I can understand from his side how that hurts. But imagine you're a kid who doesn't understand the disease of addiction, and then your dad's a pill addict, you know? Like, your kid might not know that these awful, evil Sacklers and Purdue Pharma, they intentionally got dad hooked on opioids.
Right.
I don't want to say you're powerless to resist it, because I don't fully understand addiction and what it does to the brain. But I do know a lot of people who were law-abiding citizens became felons when they had a mishap at work, got prescribed OxyContin by an aggressive doctor, and the next thing you know, they're hooked on pills.
Yeah.
That's a rough go of it, man.
And in a situation like that, the mother's probably not speaking all that highly.
Right.
Of
Like,
you.
Have empathy for your dad.
Yeah.
Hello, who are you?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Hi, dude.
Hi.
What's up, Mo?
Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
Happy belated Father's Day, Steven.
You too, Steven.
I got absolutely nothing yesterday, not as so much as a text message.
Not a call, not a text, nothing at all?
No, sir. No, sir. Absolutely
How old are your kids?
nothing. And she's 38.
How old?
38.
She doesn't want any relationship with her dad at all?
No, sir. No. Matter of fact, the kicker is I have custody of grandkids.
Wait, this gets interesting. So you have custody of her kids?
Yes, sir.
But she didn't even hey, checking in, how are my kids doing? Happy Father's Day, etc.?
No, sir.
Huh. What happened between you and your daughter?
It's a long story. She's involved in what you were just talking about, pretty much.
Opioids?
Pasco County. Yes, sir.
And she got popped?
No, she's out. But the state came in. There was a death, and the state came in. So,
ooh, did her baby daddy die?
Yes, sir.
And that's why you got custody of the kids?
Yes, sir.
Is she in contact with them or you at all?
No. He actually doesn't want to have anything to do with her. My grandson.
Yeah, I mean how old is your grandson?
16.
Oof, that's
going on 17.
That's a rough age too, because he probably personalizes it, thinking to himself like, "What could I have done differently? Why doesn't my mom, want anything to do with me?" What do you tell him about his mom?
I don't. He doesn't ask. I try to keep my relationship with her, and it's a slow go. It's not.
Is she clean and sober now?
Anymore. Yes, sir. Supposedly.
Okay. But probably a little bit dicey, a little bit tenuous, in that could relapse at any time?
It's something like that.
What a rough...
I hate to say it. There was a time when I was just waiting for the phone call,
Yeah. Did your grandkid get you anything for Father's Day, since you're pretty much acting as dad?
No, we had a little thing. He said happy grandpa, and my girl, but nothing from my daughter, which was a letdown. But
it sounds like it wasn't that surprising.
Oh no, it was not the first one.
Man, these opioid cases, the blowback from it, the far-reaching implications to a guy like you. You probably thought, my job's done. I'm a dad. I raised my kid into adulthood. Time for me to enjoy my golden years. And then the next thing you know...
this is not the time. I didn't expect this, but you can't shirk the responsibility is the way I look at it.
You can't? Okay, because I would. My son ends up in trouble and has a kid and then tries to pass him off on me. I'm good, dude. Sorry, the little kid's going to have to grow up on the streets.
Well,
I did my part.
I think so. It was either me or a group home, and I just wasn't going to let that happen.
Yeah. Good call, man. Thank you. Hold on 1 second. We'll give you something nice, too. Damn.
Yeah.
Brutal. 800-771-1025. Drew Garabo Live. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Drew? This is Tom calling you.
Hi, Tom. What's
Just
going on?
wanted to say, hey, how you doing?
Good, buddy.
Good show today. I got two things. One, I also got stuck in that Purdue OxyContin years ago before cotton came out.
Jeez.
They had the Purdue one.
Yeah.
And then my wife was there for me through the whole thing.
Oh.
I had to go like 2 years wait for back surgery. So anyway, she was there for all that, stuck with me through everything. Whew. And then we got divorced after like 17 years. And then I hadn't talked to the kids or anything after that for, quite a while. And then I went on my downward spiral, got out of it, been sober and clean. I don't drink coffee. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do alcohol.
Good for you.
Nothing, no drugs for a long time now, long time. And, so my ex-wife and I still talk,
Good.
I don't know, in the last year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
We'll call each other probably 2-3 times a week.
Good.
Yesterday for Father's Day, she called me and we had a 4-hour conversation, which was really cool.
Aww.
And then in between that, I got texts from my 3 kids that said, Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day.
Good.
So,
oh, man, that's a good happy story then. You went through hell and back, but at least it sounds like you got the support of your family.
I'm trying to get there,
Yeah.
They still have their issues with me, but,
Sure.
we're working on it.
Yeah, I think probably part of the price tag that comes along with recovery is the brutal awareness of what you put the people through around you, and that's got to be a heavy weight.
Exactly.
Damn, man. Glad you're still out there, brother, and congratulations to you for making amends and doing your best to get through it.
You got it. Can I do one more thing real quick?
Of course.
Circle back on that Father's Day thing.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not going to say that, I'm all down with the gay pride thing. One of my sons is gay. And I'm all down with the pride. But we get 1 day and 1 month for Father's Day. I mean, do they have to pick this month? Why couldn't they pick August? Let people go out there in August and march in the street,
Took a weird turn.
Yeah, it did.
What do you want, Father's Month, bro? I mean, people want to go like, oh, well, how come the gays get a whole month, but there's only 1 day for Veterans Day, and there's only 1 day from, these are false equivalencies. But thank you. I'm glad you're alive, glad you're still kicking, and that was a weird turn.
That oxy was breaking up families, man.
It
Apparently,
is, man.
damn. I know. I didn't know.
Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, this is Taylor.
Hey, Taylor. What's up, buddy?
Oh, not much. I just literally just turned the radio on about 7 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And the last 2 stories about opioids. Kind of. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I have a happy story that goes along with opioids. I was personally addicted for 11 years.
Yes, sir.
But got out of it, and my baby girl was born on my 7-year sobriety date.
Oh, wow.
And now I actually called you a little while back. I have 2 successful businesses, one with the wild game processing and barbering business, and you can get out of it, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it gets better. It does.
Yeah, man. Thank you for saying that. It is a big missed opportunity, I believe, that there were no sports on television last night. I know the U.S. Open was great and certainly went longer than it was planned to, and it was a very dramatic finish, but how in the world do the NHL and the NBA screw up the scheduling so badly that dads don't get any live sports on Sunday night to watch?
That is odd. That is the missed opportunity.
Yeah, like when you're making the schedule for the playoffs, I'm not saying you got to put an NHL and an NBA game on. Give me one.
One, right. Father's Day, 1.
We had nothing.
It's a Sunday, too.
Right. Now, my son came over for some dinner, and we did get to watch J.J. Spawn make that incredible putt to win, but, suppose he had hung out for a couple hours, said, Pops, let's watch a little hoops. We can't do it. They screwed up the schedule. although the Orlando Magic did pull off a blockbuster trade yesterday. However, I'm reminded that no one cares about basketball except for me. 800-771-1025. Maurice, what do we got?
Oh, well, we have a waterlogged investigation. We have new phone, who this, and I like turtles.
That's coming up next on the Mo Betta News. Don't forget to go to theboneonline.com or the Fran Hosh Law Group Facebook page or lawfran.com to find out what events Fran Hosh has going on this week. She's got some great ones, as always. The lawfran.com or the Fran Hosh Law Group Facebook events page to discover all about them. You'll find Wednesday night, of course, bike night at Quaker Steak and Lube. Great wings, great times. Go there, lawfran.com. Thank you, Fran Hosh, for your support.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Breaking summer news. All the rooms at the Sky Beach Resort for the Bone Summer Beach Bash are completely sold out. But good news, you can still come out and party for free. Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of awesome events and hanging out with all your favorite people from the Bone. Plus, it's absolutely free to get in. It's all happening July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete, a bayfront oasis with a private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. No matter what you do, don't miss the Bone Summer Beach Bash, presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw summer. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Crews and Pinellas are still trying to clear a right northbound along US 19 at Bel Air, which has had the right lane blocked. But although the backup it caused isn't nearly as bad now as it was 30 minutes ago, it's still pretty much stop and go from the approach to Roosevelt. A St. Pete crash southbound along 66th Street North at 46th Avenue has had the right lane blocked. Interstate volume remains pretty heavy along the usual spots on both sides of the bay, but apart from that, we're looking pretty good in Hillsborough, although you will still encounter accident activity along Brandon Boulevard just to the west of Parsons Avenue. This is Jim with traffic.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Enjoy revved up summer savings at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing, plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Whether it's a weekday night or a special event, there's only one option if you want to eat good with more variety than you'll find anywhere else. John Senning here for Wild Fork Foods. This past weekend, it was Father's Day. A couple days before the big day, I text my father-in-law. I said, what are we wanting for dinner, big guy? He said, how about some New York strips? I logged on to wildforkfoods.com, got those New York strips. I got the black seasoning. I got the bread and the restaurant quality green beans. They've got locations in South Tampa, West Chase, and right here in St. Petersburg. Check them out today.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on, and when your AC is on, your money is gone. Power companies love it, but Solar Bear says enough is enough. Stop renting your power from the power companies. Go solar now and own your power and get your first 12 months completely free. That's zero power payments for an entire year. Solar Bear is Florida's local solar expert, not some national chain. With over a decade of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, they're the name you can trust. Call Solar Bear today or visit solarbear.com and start saving before your next bill shows up.
Tight on cash? Say less. McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through.
Indulging your sweet tooth or craving something savory? Tired of the same old, same old? Pick from your favorites like a creamy vanilla cone for $1.50 or a small frappe like rich caramel or chocolatey mocha for just $3.50. Quick snack breaks to late night cravings and everything in between. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
It doesn't matter where in the world you are, when you eat McDonald's fries, you're home. Day or night, rain, shine, good day or bad, there's something about golden, crispy, medium fries that feels like everything is going to be okay. And now I can get them for free when I spend $1 on any order in the McDonald's app. A deal so good, might as well pair with a classic quarter pounder with cheese or the iconic Big Mac. Get a little taste of home with Mickey D's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 7/31/25 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a week. Must opt into rewards. Excludes tax.
For over 30 years, Fence Outlet has been here to help you create an outdoor oasis where memories are made and dreams come alive. Let Fence Outlet partner with you to turn your backyard into your favorite destination. Go to fenceoutlet.com today to schedule your free professional estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. Maybe you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to get a brand new truck or SUV. Well, let me tell you, that time is right now during the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. You might have seen it on the news. You might have heard your friends talking about it, not really knowing what it means. You are going to pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This unprecedented opportunity is giving you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to make your plans now to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. If you haven't laid your eyes on the brand new, big, beautiful showroom, it really does have to be seen to be believed. They're right on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America. Make sure when you get in there, you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
There's a lot of great things happening in June at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. A $20,000 blackjack tournament. A $150,000 bonus time slot tournament. You could win a 2025 Mercedes CLE 300 in a drawing and $150,000 hot seat power winners. And new Unity members by Hard Rock receive a limited time t-shirt and up to $200 on us. Gambling, great restaurants like Suppresso and Council Oak, the Rez, and the Hard Rock Cafe. Stop in at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo Better Than This.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
Drew, while we're on the subject of Father's Day, I did do a Father's Day accomplishment. I had one goal, and that was to make it all the way across the monkey bars of Crunch Fitness.
Oh, well, no one knew that because it certainly wasn't posted on social media ad nauseum. Well done.
It's like
how very understated of you.
I don't know that three.
Did you, Mo? I didn't notice.
I don't know that three different platforms constitutes ad nauseum. Did you get nauseous watching me?
I loved it. Every moment of it.
All I'm saying is it was a personal best, even though you and Johnny B and JoJo were hating on me.
I wouldn't have said anything if you didn't say anything.
How was I able to do it? Well, first and foremost, I probably weigh as less as I've weighed in decades. And I'm also crisp of mine, and that is because I am on Mick Ultra Zero. And you may go, well, how does one correlate with the other? I'll tell you how. 29 calories, 6.5 carbs. It is very zero alcohol. It is very conducive if you want to make a lifestyle change. Doesn't even have to be permanent. Can get you to the goal that you want to be, and then you can moderate and modulate whatever you want to do. But to get to that goal, that's the plan I decided on. It said, let me pause drinking. I still, like anybody else that may make a lifestyle change, may pause it, may eschew it forever, may have been told you got to let it go. You're still going to get that craving for a nice cold beer. Mick Ultra Zero is the perfect solution to that because there's no alcohol, but it's got all the same great taste as Mick Ultra. You can get this at Publix. You can get it at Winn-Dixie. You can get it at Walmart. I am telling you now, it is something that once you taste it, you go, hey, I can get behind this.
Mm-hmm.
There are zero reasons for you not to try Mick Ultra Zero.
True that.
There you go, right there. You have been asking, as I am sure a lot of people have, what's going on with this Jeff Knight situation?
Say, Mo, what up with that Jeff Knight situation?
Well, a search warrant says Jeff Knight's boat did not take on water during the Clearwater Ferry crash, and this contradicts Knight's previous claims made to law enforcement. According to the search warrant, 62-year-old Jeffrey Knight's boat had no water in it, contradicting what he said. The deputy that he left the scene, told the deputy that he left the scene because his boat was taking on water and there was an infant on board. Okay. That makes sense. PCSO, Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, then towed Knight's boat to the Bel Air boat ramp. Deputies noted in their report that the boat did not appear to be taking on water and was not tilting to one side due to flooding or weight being distributed unevenly. The search warrant states that Knight did not attempt to flag down passing deputies despite having their lights and sirens activated when they passed. Knight also did not contact 911 to coordinate EMS at his home for the infant on board, as he told law enforcement. 10 people out of the 45 aboard the ferry were injured, with 6 listed as trauma alerts, and 1, Joseph Castro, 41, RIP, was killed in the crash. So now what we have here, I mean, I'm assuming this means the investigation is ongoing, though we are, a month and a half away from it now?
Yeah. I thought it was dead, no pun intended, in the water. Till this new information.
Well, I believe what that means is that this is an active investigation still, and that there will be many more details being listed. Obviously, now you're caught lying, not once, but more than a few times. And a reason for leaving the site of an accident no longer exists. So that's not great for you. Tampa ranks high for home sale cancellation, study shows.
Cancellations? You can cancel a home sale?
Apparently so, Drew. Well, sure. Before you sign all the way through, I believe.
Just walk away.
Yeah, absolutely. Florida is home to 5 of the top 10 cities nationwide for would-be home buyers getting cold feet, with Tampa ranking near the top, according to a new report. In Tampa, study shows 19.1% of purchase. That's a lot. That's a significant amount. That's almost 1/5 of purchases were called off before closing, ranking 3rd in the country, behind only Atlanta and Orlando. Other Florida cities in the top 10 include Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Jacksonville. You may ask, why are home buyers backing out?
Say, Mo, why are home buyers backing out?
I'm glad you asked that. According to Redfin, widespread economic uncertainty plays a significant role in the increased cancellation rate. It's also considered a buyer's market right now, with housing inventory at a 5-year high and overall demand slowing. So you kind of maybe set a price when it was a seller's market and things have cooled before you have closed. There were reports of people that had their houses near a week away from closing before the hurricane, and then the buyer was like, we decided to go a different route.
Damn. I was so worried about that when our house finally sold in Orlando. Like, until it was done, it wasn't done.
You weren't under the threat of anything. You just understand the volatility.
Oh, my God, yeah. It took forever to sell it, and finally when it did, I'm like, just let this go through.
Let that closing day go through, yeah. We talked about Silver Airways closing down almost abruptly and immediately. Well, former Silver Airways workers, they want answers, final paychecks, and everybody's angry. Dateline Tampa. It's now been a few days since Silver Airways announced they're ceasing all operations, coming as a shock to employees, including Thomas Durr. Thomas Durr has worked for Silver Airlines for 19 years as a supervisor of technical operations. It was an abrupt end. It sounded like it was going good for us, and things were moving along, and next thing we know, we're done. It's shocking. I was caught off guard. You're 19 years in, you're supervisor of operations, and they haven't told you anything. That's bad. They shut down after months of navigating through Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and now the people are saying, will we get us any paychecks? Durr says he wishes the company would have given more of a warning to employees. You can't necessarily do that. Everybody's angry. Everybody's unsettled by the fact that we did the work. We signed off the aircraft. We kept them safe, but we did not get the pay that we're supposed to get for doing that, being out of a job abruptly is going to, sting. Not getting that pay for the work that you've already done.
Dude.
And I don't know that there is a recourse that you can go through. What are you going to do? Tampa, some good news. Tampa Bay Buccaneers hold open tryouts for a wheelchair football team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very, very nice. The Buccaneers are one of 11 teams in the USA Wheelchair Football League. Longtime member Matthew Gardner said, you got a lot of competitive folks in there. Once the helmets get put on, it's a whole different ball game. If you like Demolition Derby, think of it in that is a game of football where you're banging chairs and collide and guys fall off the ground, pick each other up, and so forth. The team will also host a league tournament on September 27th and 28th at the Tampa Convention Center. Off on a different subject, but in the same vein, did our Sunflowers win on Saturday?
Maurice, I'm happy to tell you that the Tampa Bay Sun are indeed the women's national champions. Greg Wolf texted me yesterday to tell me and thank us for the support. An epic championship, and congratulations to them.
Very, very nice. So we got the trophy. It's
Tampa
done,
Bay,
right?
baby.
There we go, Tampa Bay.
Hey, have you ever done wheelchair basketball before?
No.
We used to do it as part of a fundraiser against the Orlando Wheels. Dude, it is so hard. You get so much more respect for these dudes. Like wheel, shoot, dribble. It's difficult.
Listen, I would imagine. But you watch them, and they make it look, obviously,
so easy.
There's a comfortability, if you want to call it that, with being in the chair, and they know the ins and outs of it. But yeah, I mean, listen. For me, it looks just difficult wheeling the chair.
Oh, it is.
I see, and to be doing it especially fast, and then trying to dribble it, et cetera, basketball.
It's tough.
But good on them. Good on them, and good on Tampa Bay for having that lead. Drew, are you happy with your phone carrier?
Actually, I've been a pretty happy Verizon carrier for about the last 15 years, yeah.
Are you sure?
I thought I was.
Just saying, the Trumps are launching Trump-themed smartphones.
Okay, make smartphones great again. Muzga.
Here's what we know so far. The cellular service currently appears to have only one plan, titled the 47 plan. Yeah, you know what that's in reference to. It's priced at, you guessed it, 47 what, Drew? What is it priced at?
$47.47 a month.
No.
$47.45.
You got it, man. This is what it offers. This is what you get for $47.45 a month. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Free SIM kit. No contract. You can cancel anytime. That's going to be your most important item there. You bring your own phone over. International calling to 100 destinations and no credit check. Additionally, and here's the brilliance of it, Drew. They're releasing a T1 phone later this summer, which is described as a sleek gold smartphone, engineered for performance, and comes adorned with not only a massive T1 on the back, but also, of course, an American flag.
Oh, hell yeah.
The organization has specified, however, that the $499 phone was not designed or made by Trump Mobile, but by another company completely. So here's the brilliance. you throw some tariffs on the iPhone.
All right.
Where now they're saying the tariffs are going to raise the iPhone cost by thousands of dollars. And here you are on the back end with a phone made in America that you can get for $500.
What a beautiful grift.
You have cornered the market that you created. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
Shrewd.
Absolutely. I'd pay $5,000 before I trusted a Trump. Having nothing to do with politics. Man, I ain't into no startup phone business. Forget that.
They don't have Singular Wireless still, do they?
I want to say perhaps.
Oh, I thought they merged with somebody.
Listen, you may be right. I'm kind of unsure.
Let's see. Singular Wireless stopped existing in 2007.
Oh, damn. They've been gone for a minute.
Yeah.
Who did it say who they merged with?
It was formed as a joint venture between AT&T.
I got to be honest with you. I started with AT&T. I was happy with AT&T. I might have done it just by default because that's what I knew, AT&T. But then when the iPhone came out, and there, I think I had a flip phone that wasn't an iPhone. But I was also a Windows-based computer guy and laptop guy. Once I became an Apple-based computer, et cetera, I just wanted that integration.
Same.
And I know, obviously, one will work with a different format or whatever you want to call it, but I just feel comfortable having the same.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how they kind of get you.
That is how they get you. You become an Apple clone. I had Singular Wireless. Then I went to Sprint. I had an HTC Droid Aris. That was the worst phone I've ever had.
I remember that.
And then I got a MacBook, and I was like, well, I got this MacBook. I might as well get it. And now everything's goddamn Apple.
Did you ever own BlackBerry?
I've never used a BlackBerry before.
Okay, yeah, they seem kind of difficult with.
Yeah, like it was almost like a cult. Like the people who love BlackBerry with the SMS or whatever, they love that stuff.
It was mostly business cats, right?
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I do remember my favorite phone, and I want to say it's the Nokia flip phone. that looked like one of the
tricorder.
Yeah, tricorders from Star Trek.
Yep.
The new flip phones, and I forget who the maker is, the manufacturer. I love the way those look, but I sticking with Apple, so I'm waiting for them to open.
Hard to break free from Apple.
It is. Galapagos tortoise in Miami celebrates first Father's Day on its 135th birthday. Turtles be living long. Goliath's official birthday on the island of Santa Cruz was recorded on June 15th in 1890. I knew they lived long, but I had no idea they lived this long. I would imagine because they move so damn slow, they're really not exerting any energy. All I can think. Have you seen what's going on with Justin Bieber?
Oh, he's having a breakdown.
Yes, but there's some self-awareness that's coming to where this is what he said. I know I'm broken. Justin Bieber opening up about his anger issues in a new Instagram statement that he posted, and it had some very expressive screenshots. Basically, over the past couple of months, Justin's behavior on social media has been alarming a lot of people. He's been posting a ton of cryptic photos and Instagram stories, including one where he said he's drowning. His reps have denied fans' theories that Justin is in financial distress. On the morning of June 16th, he posted a full statement where he addresses all the speculation. He starts off with, people keep telling me to heal. Okay. Don't you think if I could have fixed myself, I would have already? That's a sad statement right there. Telling, I know I'm broken. I know I have anger issues, he wrote. I tried to do the work my whole life to be like the people who told me I needed to be fixed like them, and it just keeps making me more tired and more angry. The harder I try to grow, the more focused on myself I am. He ended the post with, Jesus is the only person who keeps me wanting to make my life about others, because honestly, I'm exhausted of thinking about myself lately. Aren't you? And then caption with a middle finger emoji.
Oh, man, he's going through it.
What stage is he at? Is this a good thing, or is this the fact that he stated that he is exhausted so numerous times? Now you're thinking, okay, this is a guy that at some point could really make a decision just out of being tired of fighting.
Yeah, like he just doesn't want to do it anymore.
Right.
I hope he gets help.
Yeah, well, how do you help him?
I don't know. His wife can't do it.
No,
His fans certainly can't.
Is there any psychologist or psychiatrist that understands what he's going through? I mean, I would imagine, but I don't think he's not being forthright about what went on with him and Sean Combs, and something had to.
Oh my God, yeah.
And if he cannot get that out, I don't know that he can get the help that he needs.
I know, and like you're seeing it all happen like in real time. Like the dude is clearly hurting, and now I guess you see he's posted screen grabs of an exchange with a former friend of his where he's like, "You can't help me. Nobody can help me. F you." Oh man.
Well, yeah. When you get to that point again, you're tired, and now you're telling everybody that they can't help you. It's telling. His wife just became a billionaire.
I think so.
And he has the money that he has, and he's probably the most miserable. When they say money can't buy you happiness, we make jokes about it.
Right.
At the heart of it, what it's saying is 100% absolutely true.
Correct.
And then finally, I can see you turning down one major franchise or one major movie. But two, Will Smith, it was just discovered, turned down Christopher Nolan's Inception offer because I didn't get it. Will Smith shocked fans during a recent interview with radio station Kiss Extra by revealing he turned down the lead role because he didn't understand the plot. Leonardo DiCaprio, as we know, ended up headlining the cerebral action thriller instead. Inception is on a painful list for Smith. Alongside Inception, he turned down The Matrix because he said he didn't get it, and he turned down Django Unchained.
Oh.
Three huge movies. He's known for rejecting Inception. He knows rejecting Inception was a career blunder. It wasn't as painful in retrospect as his decision to turn down Neo in The Matrix. The part went to Keanu Reeves, which gave him an iconic action franchise. There you go. He explained why he turned down The Matrix. He said the main reason was because he didn't connect to the Wachowski siblings' pitch, which he said was more about their intended directing style and not about the actual story. It's interesting coming from someone that starred in the Wild Wild West.
I understand turning down Inception because you didn't get it, because I tried to watch that a couple of times and didn't get it myself.
Well, okay, I didn't get the trailer.
Right.
And Christopher Nolan, I think he's very talented, but it was just a movie that didn't speak to me trailer-wise. Was that it? I mean, can you tell me what it's supposed to be about?
No.
Okay, and you tried a couple of times and just decided
it's just not for me. Yeah, I tried to watch it a couple different times, probably never from the beginning, so that's what probably hurt a little bit. What was it, like a psychologist was like getting him into a dream state? And
I know they were walking on walls or something like that, and the rooms were twisting and turning. I could see
Matrix is easy to understand.
Sure.
Even if you're Will Smith.
But you have to remember, the Wachowskis hadn't really done anything of note. I mean, they come to you with The Matrix after they have the fame that they have now. Sure, you're going to say you're going to. Now, I don't know where Inception was in Christopher Nolan's canon, but I would imagine that sometimes, even if you don't get the plot, say you don't get a Spielberg plot, are you going to turn down the leading role in the Spielberg film?
No.
Maybe it reveals itself as you get into the character. I don't know. Before I end, on a side note, the studio may be one of the funniest series streaming, and Ron, the episode called The Note, which I just got up to, and Ron Howard's cameo in there. Oh man, I was dying.
So damn good.
Yeah, it is. Seth Rogen and everybody in it is just friggin' hilarious, but it's so on point, skewering Hollywood types. I mean, and it's got a lens that's pointed at itself. It is just that it's smart, it's funny, and it's a blast to watch.
Dude, the Ron Howard turn and like them being afraid to give notes. And then Seth Rogen, you could tell that he's been through so many of those situations.
Oh, yes.
And that's what has given him like the insight to write what he did.
Yes.
What a freaking show.
When he said he gave a note on Beautiful Mind.
So damn good. Just wait. I mean, it keeps getting better.
All right. Yeah. I am definitely looking forward to that. And that's the Mo Better.
Thank you. I started Stick on Apple TV. It is Owen Wilson as a golf coach, and I'm not sure that I love it.
Is it a dramedy, a comedy?
Dramedy.
Wow.
I can't tell you the last time I saw Owen Wilson in anything. He's not bad.
No.
It's okay. Yeah. I'll tell you what I watched episode 1 of on Netflix, which gave me a new appreciation for this guy, Aaron Rodgers, Enigma. It goes into his whole life and his upbringing and his mindset. He is one interesting fella.
I will watch that. That's a documentary, of course.
Yeah,
I will watch that.
Really well done. Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Drew.
Person Honda. 800-771-1025. We're going to come back. We'll talk about the Jeffrey Knight update. We'll talk a little NBA because there is a big game tonight. We're still not sure where the money is.
I need to know.
We're going to find it next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, there's a wreck along Keene at Drew Street, and in St. Pete, a crash southbound on 66th Street north of 46th Avenue has had the right lane blocked. Accidents in Hillsborough include one westbound on Broadway Avenue near US 301. A wreck eastbound on Dr. King at Falkenberg apparently has some road blockage involved. Meanwhile, crews are still clearing an earlier crash along Brandon Boulevard just to the west of Parsons. This is Jim with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Real stories with Hellsberg.
After we met and we started dating, Nancy and I lived 150 miles apart, and I would drive my old jalopy car, and it was roughly a 3-hour distance. It took 3 years I drove across that state back and forth dating her every weekend.
Persistence.
And I would have never stopped. I had a lot of energy back then. 36 years ago.
At Hellsberg, find the engagement ring worthy of your story. Designed with the love, care, and craft it deserves. Visit a Hellsberg store or Hellsberg.com.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby. I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time.
Hi.
That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
School is out and summer is here. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Honda your first stop and drive a new Honda Pilot, $479 per month, or a new Honda Accord Hybrid, just $359 per month. Test drive your new Honda today at Crown Honda, online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Power up with big savings from Hawkins Service Company this June. Get free surge protection when you spend over $250 on electrical service. You need generator maintenance? You're in luck. It's $50 off this month. Or go big, get $500 off a whole home Generac generator with install. Don't wait until the next storm hits. These offers are good through June 30th only. Call Hawkins today at 813-445-8209 or always online at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
School is out and summer is here. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Kia your first stop. During the Kia Summer Sales Event, drive a new Kia K4, just $219 a month, or a new Kia Sportage with a special low 1.9 APR. Test drive your new Kia today at Crown Kia. The better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Summer is here, and it's time to get your backyard ready where you always wanted it to be. From custom patios and pavers to upgraded driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. Visit watermanproperties.net or call 813-715-7383. It's Waterman Properties. Your vision is their mission. Hit them up today and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Now is the time to check your homeowner's insurance and ensure that you're covered before the next storm hits. Italiano Insurance can help give you that peace of mind. Even if your mortgage company doesn't require flood insurance, your home could still be at risk for flood. And now's the time to make sure your family is fully protected. Call 813-877-7799 or visit ItalianoInsurance.com today. Italiano Insurance, serving our community for over 60 years.
Slightly Stupid is back on the road. Step into the Sun Summer Tour 2025. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., the Baycare Sound. With special guests, Iration and Little Stranger. On sale now at thebaycaresound.com. Don't miss the party of the summer with Slightly Stupid, presented by Smoke Flower, a Ruth Eckerd Hall experience.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958. O'Reilly.
Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Summer is here, and it's time to eat, sip, and bar hop in downtown St. Pete. Visit DTSPSummernights.com to win a $200 gift card to some of the best hotspots, like Whiskey Exchange, Who's on First, Double and Drop, There Goes the Neighborhood, and Tequila Daisy.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Do rain or bugs have your car looking dirty? Well, Bubble Down Car Wash has you covered. They offer longer wash tunnels, powerful vacuums, and the friendliest staff. Check out BubbleDown.com to find a Bubble Down Car Wash location near you.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Valerie Mills from the Sky Tower Weather Center. We'll have a sun cloud mix on Monday with a quick warm up and temperatures reaching into the upper 80s to low 90s, feeling about 10 degrees warmer this afternoon with high humidity. We'll be tracking fewer storms developing this afternoon and evening and over the next couple of days. Storm coverage running around 30 to 40% as highs will be able to reach into the mid 90s for the middle of this week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Don't forget, tomorrow on The Bone, every hour, starting at 8 a.m., you have the opportunity to get paid like a rock star. You'll have a word of the day at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., all the way up to 5 p.m., the top of every hour. If you're listening, you'll have an opportunity to win money right here on The Bone. Go to theboneonline.com for more details and be listening to the Mike Calta Show tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. all the way through 5 p.m. if you would like to win yourself a ton of money. It is our way of saying thank you, and we understand that times be tough. Before we get into some NBA talk, I'm looking for validation that I'm doing the right thing here. So I was talking to my son about his 22nd birthday, which is Wednesday. And we were talking about where he'd like to go. And he said, Dad, we haven't been out for steak in a while. I'd like to go to a steakhouse. I'm like, okay, time to think about this. Because he's never been to Burns. But I've said this on the air, and I mean this. Burns is a great experience. You can get a steak that is as good, if not better, than Burns for a lower price at about at least 5, if not 10, different steakhouses in Tampa Bay. But the Burns experience is exquisite. The dessert room, the tour of the kitchen. So then, what are you really going for? Like, the kid's not going to be 18. He's not going to be 21. He's going to be 22. This is not like a milestone birthday, but I believe in celebrating birthdays because you don't know how many more you're going to have, right?
Right.
So we made a reservation at Ruth's Chris because Sarah and I went there for Valentine's Day and just had great service, great steak, great value. So instead of going to Burns, that's where we're going to go. But the more I think about it, the more I think, man, the kid's never been to Burns. I don't know what the right thing to do is. Like, are we going for a good steak? Are we going for a good meal? Are we going for a good value, which is what I prioritize because I'm paying for a party of 5? I don't know what the right thing to do is. I don't know. I know that he should go to Burns once, but I almost feel like that should be on his own dime with his girlfriend.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's a date place.
Thank you. That is exactly the validation I was looking for. That's the place where, like, if they've been dating for a year and they have an anniversary dinner, neither one of them's ever been.
Right.
They can both go there and experience it for the first time together. It's more of a romantic setting.
It is. Yeah, it's not. If I'm doing a father-son stakeout, it's not the first place that would come to mind.
Perfect.
Not even the third.
Perfect. Because, like, I'll just be honest. There were a couple of restaurants in play. I think Bascom's is great. It was even better on Steve Weintraub's dime. But
I'm still trying to get out there.
Oh, dude. Tomahawk Tuesdays tomorrow night. They discount their tomahawks. That is the night to go. It is a great experience and a great steak, but he lives out by me in Hillsborough County, so he's not going to come here to meet me after I get off work, like crossing the bridge. So that's a non-starter.
Can I throw a name into the mix?
Hell yeah.
Me, I'm taking my son out. It's his first steakhouse experience. I'm going to Charlie's.
That's a great idea.
I'm going to Charlie. Man, the atmosphere, the area. I mean, it's old school steakhouse. It's a guy's joint.
Boy, it is.
I love Ruth Chris, but Ruth Chris is, as far as atmosphere, it's kind of just a very tempered, very kind of congenial. It doesn't breathe smoky, dark, architecture and ambiance.
Yeah, and I tell you, every time we've been to Charlie's, we've gotten exquisite service. Every damn time, they've been great. The steak options are good. The bison ribeye we had there last time is still talking.
Everything, yes. That would be my selection.
That's a great idea. Let's check. Party of 5 Wednesday. Show me no reservations. Come on. Oh man, they got reservations.
Damn it. They none available?
No, they're available.
Okay.
Oh.
And you guys are all seafood eaters, right?
Yeah.
That seafood tower. Hard to beat that mother.
I might have to cancel. Ruth Chris, because you're right. Charlie's is just unbelievable.
You're showing him old world style. You're showing him a steakhouse.
Yeah, and Ruth Chris, great. But is it a traditional steakhouse?
It looks like you could walk in. Looks like you could walk into a steakhouse in the mall, and then you know what I mean. It's
Oh man, I might have to put this one up to a vote because Charlie's is so good. They're moving too, right?
Yes, yeah, right down the street, on the street. But it looks like it's going to be a while.
Boy, that bison ribeye.
Oh, forget about it.
Hello, who are you?
Do not knock Flamestone. I'm sorry, you asked me who I was.
Who are you?
You can call me O.
Hey, O. Flamestone's great.
Yeah.
Flamestone's awesome. Not a steakhouse per se, but a great meal.
I've gone there a few times for steaks, and I have yet to be let down.
Yeah,
not a connoisseur of them, but have not been let down.
No, it's good. We went to Flamestone a lot when I first moved here, so he's been a ton of times. By the way, if you are headed to Orlando or from Orlando, this morning there was a semi-truck fertilizer accident.
Woo!
Still, to this hour, standstill to extreme delays around the Champions Gate area. Traveling towards Tampa from Orlando is taking about 3 times longer than normal this Monday evening. There are a couple of still shots that are just a nightmare, and that area sucks anyway. Hey there, who are you? Hello?
I think you guys take Burns for granted.
What happened? You think
you guys take Burns for granted?
Take Burns for granted?
Yeah, because you live there.
Well, sure we do. Of course we live here. It's a great experience to go once. Do you not live here?
I do not, and it is the reputation around the country is among the top 3 steakhouses.
Yeah.
If you've never been, you can believe that.
Yeah, exactly. But if you live here like we do and you've been a couple of times, then your experience is a little bit different,
and
right?
a couple of other places in the area.
But I have been. I've been multiple times.
All right. Then it's good, but you could get a better steak at about 5 to 10 different spots in Tampa.
I'm not going to disagree because you guys are the locals, but I will say you can't get a piece of Chateaubriand like you can at Burns with the accompaniment that you get at Burns, and you don't get fleeced with all the a la carte that you do at a Ruth Chris or wherever.
That is a solid point. The Burns side dishes that do accompany your steak, I think salad too, they make it a better bargain. All right, damn it, I'm canceling dinner.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to go to Burns, not going to Charlie's, not going anywhere. I'm just canceling the whole thing.
I don't need to retire to a completely separate floor to have dessert.
Oh, see, that's where we disagree.
It's a little more pomp and circumstance than I need.
See, I think dessert should be elevated, and I believe you should have to move to a separate room for dessert. What an experience! All right, I'm going to Burns. Hello, who are you?
Hey, Little John here. Hey, Mo. Hey, Drew. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Little John?
Mo, we worked together at 95 years ago.
Oh, well, you know what, Lil John, I know. Now I know. You're 100% right. Oh,
you know this dude?
40 years. 40 years ago, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was on there with Russ Albums and Nick Van Cleve, and I know you know Nick Van Cleve, Drew.
I do. I love Nick. He's one of my favorite people on the planet. Yeah. What a legend.
He feels the same about you.
Yeah. It's a mutual admiration society. He's the greatest.
About about the steakhouses. I grew up here. Burns Burns is very nice.
Sure.
And you're right about the experience. It got its reputation at a time that there really weren't too many places to get a good steak around here.
Correct.
True.
It's just like the hamburger places like El Cap and Ted Peters. Yeah, they have good burgers, but when they started out, there weren't many places to get a good burger around here.
Right. Now you got a billion of them. You got Five Guys. You got a bunch of different good burger places.
Yeah. Chili's has a good burger, for Christ's sake.
You ain't wrong.
You ain't lying.
Charlie's. I like Charlie's. Charlie's is owned by the same people that own Texas Cattle Company, if you're familiar with that name.
Talk of the town.
Yeah.
And I've been to that Texas Cattle Company out there in Lakeland. They're really good.
We had one in St. Pete here, and you used to be able to get sirloin for $15 all you can eat every Monday.
Ooh.
And you can bet I was there every Monday. Boy.
Man, when it comes to all you can eat steak, well, I got one steak. That's it. I can't eat. I'm not going to eat more than one steak. I have a bad bargain.
Oh, they call me Little John, but I'm really not. So, it's the same taste as the Texas Cat. The salad dressing, tremendous. It's the same salad dressing. I love that place. Ruth's Chris is okay.
Yeah.
There's a little place in St. Pete called Bo and Mo's.
I went to Bo and Mo's with my beautiful girlfriend a few months ago, and it was exceptional. Really, really good experience. Yeah, you're right. I just can't get my son to cross the bridge.
You gotta like that charred stuff with the raw in the middle, and I do.
Yeah, Pittsburgh style, black and blue.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about blue in the middle.
Yep.
But also, you say a place like Bo and Mo's again. With that, to me, you're getting an atmosphere that's more conducive to being on a date. You want to be at a man's place, man.
Well, there's 5 of us. It's me, my girlfriend, my son's mom, him, his girlfriend. There's 5 of us. It ain't gonna be
all of them.
That might not be a Charlie's. All them crumb snatchers.
I'd have to go Bascom's. My vote's for Bascom's.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you, Lil John. By the way, who do you like tonight, Thunder or Pacers, Lil John?
I'm from Indianapolis, so I got to go with Pacers.
There you go. Thank you.
All right.
All praise Tyrese.
I keep forgetting you've got the 3 chicks with you.
Yeah. It ain't just me and Xander.
Yeah, they might as well go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, Roost Chris.
Do any of the 3 chicks even appreciate steak meat?
Sarah does, and Xander's mom does. And I asked what kind of food his new girlfriend likes, and she said she likes plain food. She doesn't like flavor.
Man, you might as well go to Longhorns.
There's some peanut shells on the floor.
Hey, save your money, bro. I'm trying to help you out.
We're going to Steak and Ale. Hello, who are you?
Brian.
We'll go to Quincy's with the big fat yeast roll. What's up, Brian? How we doing today, bud?
Doing good. Hey, my vote is for Charlie's Steakhouse. I'll tell you what, their cheapest steak is a 24-ounce porterhouse. That thing is so friggin' delicious. I would put their cheapest steak up against any other steak. Burns, Bascom's, you name it. Blind taste test, the Charlie Steakhouse steak wins all the time.
God damn it. Thank you.
I'm for anybody ever asked me, and I've been here 4 decades. You ask me what my favorite steak place is, the best day. I go Charlie's all day, every day.
All right, Charlie's. Let's see. You got a 20-ounce fabulous filet is going to set you back $130. The FU filet, the ribeye filet, $80.
That's not bad.
Dry aged porterhouse, $95. 50-ounce master cut porterhouse, $150. 50-ounce. Hello there. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Isabel.
Hello, Isabel. It's nice to speak with you today. What can we do for you?
I just wanted to mention about the steak restaurant.
Please.
If I would take my child with I think Burns would be a great experience if you drink wine. And younger kids are not familiar with all that. So I think they need a little bit more adult experience to just have the parents take them, and they don't have that interest yet in wine. So parents do a little bit more extra to all that situation.
Pretty good idea. Thank you, Isabel. I appreciate that very much. Party 6, come with us. See, now I'm really thinking that Charlie's might be the way to go. We had such a good experience at Ruth's Chris.
I would say this, the way you've outlaid it, a party of 5.
Yeah.
Ruth Chris, I mean, Ruth Chris you wouldn't be making a mistake going to Ruth Chris.
Correct.
Where I think you might be making a mistake going to Burns.
Right.
So you wouldn't be making a mistake going to Ruth Chris. 6 and 1/2 of the other. I'm going to Charlie's. I'm going to Charlie's.
Torn. Drew Garabo Live. Hello.
Hey, Drew, it's your half brother, Dave.
Hey, Dave. I hope you can come with us, man. Great hearing from you. What's up, buddy?
Well, Dad always used to take us to the ground round on special occasions. Sure, we could probably go there.
Ground Round is actually opening back up in Framingham, Mass. My sister sent me a message with that over the weekend. So
there's a steak place called the Ground Round.
Yeah, it was
high end.
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
No, the opposite of high end. Like the type of place where in the 70s you were throwing peanut shells on the floor, and then like Three Stooges movies playing and a player piano and all that crazy crap. Thank you, Rick, for messaging me. He said his vote is for Ivaroni's. Slept on. We actually went to Ivaroni's a couple of months ago and had a really good experience.
Ivaroni's is great. The problem with Ivaroni's is you don't have a wide selection of steaks.
Right.
Two, maybe three.
Correct. Really good restaurant.
Right.
But not like a steakhouse.
Yes,
steakhouse.
correct.
Hello there. Who are you?
Joe.
What up?
What's up, Drew? Mo, I'm gonna go with Oklahoma tonight, buddy. I got Chet Homer putting up a double on my parlay.
You got a double from Chet tonight, huh?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he didn't have a great game last game. Go ahead.
Yeah, what do you think about that Orlando trade, man?
I love it, but only because I hated Cole Anthony and KCP's contract was just huge. Anything to get rid of those dudes, I absolutely love it. I think we gave up a lot in draft capital, but we got a guy we needed. We were dead last in catch and shoot 3-pointers, and this guy shoots the catch and shoot 3-pointer really well. I think it's a great move.
Sure does. They're putting in their eggs in this basket. Let's hope that he can get it done for us.
Yeah, this is an all or nothing move, man, and none of those seem to work out with the Magic. But at least they're trying. They're not standing still, you know.
This is the first time Orlando's made a player trade since like 2015, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, man. 800-771-1025. Hi, Drew Garabo Live. How can we help you?
Hey, Drew. Hey, Mo. It's Bourbon Scott. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Bourbon Scott?
Bourbon Scott.
Good. And Drew, you know me from way back when. You used to come to our restaurant all the time that we may have allegedly had a placard with your name on it.
Oh, Flamestone.
Earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. How you doing,
and
man?
Xander came in for chicken and waffles. How are you?
Dude, you remember that he loved chicken and waffles? That was his thing.
I do. Hey, not to throw a wrench in the works, because, a restaurant guy in the area, I agree with Mo. Charlie's was the first thought come to mind. If I'm 23, I want the glitz and the bling. Ocean Prime is it.
Well, see, that's a great thing you mentioned. We've been to Ocean Prime a bunch. We've done the experience there, and he's had the carpet rolled out for him there. Yeah, great suggestion.
And I think you're looking for a true steakhouse.
Yeah,
which I wouldn't say Ocean Prime is a true steakhouse. I mean, it's a seafood steak.
Right.
A lot of steak and seafood, yeah.
And they're great.
And Charlie's it is.
Yeah,
I'm on board with Charlie's.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Great
hearing
you.
All right, guys. Scott, we got to
Thanks,
at some point. I forgot about Bourbon Scott.
800-771-1025. That is so funny that he remembers that Xander would get that chicken and waffles every damn time we'd go to Flamestone. Didn't matter if it was brunch, dinner, whatever. Freaking kid would always get chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give Xan the option. He's been texting me. In fact, I'm going to call him right now.
There you go.
Let's surprise this young man with a call. What is this number? Okay. Stand by. See if he answers.
Hello?
Hello, I'm calling about the solar power. Are you interested in harvesting the power of the sun?
What's up, Av?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Are you at work right now?
No, I'm about to watch a movie.
Oh, what are you watching?
I'm watching, what's it called? Materialists. It's with Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal and Dakota Johnson.
Gay! But it sounds lovely. Then I'll let you get to your movie. I just want to ask, we were talking on the show right now, which you're on right now, so don't curse.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about the steakhouse we're going to on Wednesday, and we're between Ruth's Chris and Charlie's Steakhouse. Do you have any feeling about either one?
I know nothing about any of them. The first one you mentioned sounded pretty good.
Bruce Chris?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow. I hear the movie. All right. That's where we're going to go. Keep everything as planned and enjoy the film, and I'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. All right, you too.
All right. Love you. All right, you too.
Yeah, all right, you too.
All right,
I
you
love
too.
you.
All right, love you too. He's got a different voice when he's around his friends.
He does.
Crazy. Hello there. How can we help you?
What's up, boys?
Bobby D, what up?
Well, I was wondering, I didn't get to listen to the whole show today.
Uh-huh.
But did you admit to the bathroom debacle?
I did. Yes, that was me.
Okay, well, that led me to write a little ditty.
Please.
Okay, so you're a trooper, didn't have a scooper, you're a midday pooper, but you need some more flushing going on. Oh, yeah, you need to get another flush going on. People talk about you, baby, but you can't blame this on Maurice. You just need to flush more, baby, when you get your release.
Thank you, Bobby D.
Hey, Drew, Charlie's is probably my absolute favorite steakhouse, but I will tell you, we love J. Alexander's, also called Redlands Grill, and we also love Capitol Grill, both really good options.
These are interesting suggestions.
Yeah.
I've never been to Capitol Grill before. And J. Alexander's is, what's that? Dale Mabry, right by the 275, yeah?
J. Alexander's is nice. Not necessarily what I would call a true steakhouse. It's good. It's a big menu with a couple of different steak items on it. You can get a good steak there, but it's a little old school, a little antiquated.
All right.
You know.
By the way, Council Oak is phenomenal. I've been a bunch of times, but Xander's also been, and I want to go someplace we haven't been. All right. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Drew.
And thanks a lot for listening to our show. Stick around for the best of Mike Calta show, and then listen to the Mike Calta show live tomorrow morning at 6. Don't forget, you can win a ton of money starting at 8 a.m. right here on this radio station. So we'll have a word of the day for you at 3, 4, and 5. Good night.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Accidents in Hillsborough include one westbound on Broadway Avenue near US 301. A wreck eastbound on Dr. King at Falkenberg apparently has some road blockage involved. Meanwhile, crews are still clearing an earlier crash along Brandon Boulevard just to the west of Parsons. In Pinellas, you'll encounter accident activity along Belcher Road at Alderman. We have a wreck along Keene at Drew Street. And in St. Pete, we have one along First Avenue North at 58th Street. The big bridges are all doing okay. This is Jim with traffic.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on. And when the AC is on, your money is gone. But Solar Bear has a better way to cool down your bills. Go solar now and get 12 months with 0 power payments. That's a full year of energy on the house, literally and figuratively. Solar Bear is Florida's trusted solar company, locally owned, going 10 years strong, and backed by thousands of 5-star reviews. Stop letting the power company cash in on your summer, and more importantly, stop renting your power from the power companies. Call Solar Bear or visit solarbear.com and own your power before prices rise again.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
High interest rates and higher prices may be the norm everywhere else, but not at International Diamond Center. IDC's rolling back prices and taking interest rates all the way to zero. It's true. Now for a limited time on virtually any purchase, you can spread your payments over 5 years with 0.0 interest. Get the best price on any piece of jewelry right now. Divide that by 60 and that's your super low monthly payment till the year 2030. Designer engagement rings as low as $50 a month. Diamond earrings as low as $45 a month. Wedding bands as low as $40 a month. Fine jewelry has never been more affordable. How about a $7,000 diamond bracelet? Just $116 a month. All fashion designer jewelry is included. All colored gemstones. All certified diamonds too. This is a spectacular offer exclusively from International Diamond Center. But hurry, you only have until June 30th to take advantage. Celebrate your love with 0% financing store-wide for 5 years till 2030. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. To see someone that is in pain, I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
There may be toxic chemicals in your water, and it's not going away. PFAS, also called forever chemicals, have contaminated water systems in communities across the U.S. Linked to cancer and other serious illnesses, they stay in your body for years. If you've been exposed and later diagnosed with kidney cancer, testicular cancer, or ulcerative colitis, call Morgan & Morgan. We're investigating cases now, and you may be entitled to compensation. There's no cost to start, and you don't pay unless we win. Call 1-800-555-6666. That's 1-800-555-6666. Or visit forthepeople.com/PFAS. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Offices Orlando and throughout Florida.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MEGA to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MEGA for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MEGA for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More, the place to go for sipping rosés with seltzers on ice. All kinds of beers with more reasons for cheers. It's warm out, let's go. Our prices are low on all our beers and wines. You're gonna find what you love and love love what you find.
Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Real stories with Hellsberg.
After we met and we started dating, Nancy and I lived 150 miles apart, and I would drive my old jalopy car, and it was roughly a 3-hour distance. It took 3 years I drove across that state back and forth dating her every weekend.
Persistence.
And I would have never stopped. I had a lot of energy back then. 36 years ago.
At Hellsberg, find the engagement ring worthy of your story. Designed with the love, care, and craft it deserves. Visit a Hellsberg store or hellsberg.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Please listen carefully.
This program was recorded at an earlier date and time. The content contained here may be out of date and context. Listener discretion is advised. 102.5 The Bone.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
All right, here we go.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
Now, you ready for this? This is happening!
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Hey, wake up, stupid!
You know what I'm saying? I think you do.
612. Let's go, let's go, let's go! All systems are go.
Make some noise!
3, 2, 1.
It's the Mike Calta Show.